no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow Simeons, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Kenny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC, a superstition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz Rantz.
All right, guys, welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. Still waking up, still seeing what the hell the market's doing. I see banks are crashing, and I want to address it. I have a watch list here. I see GameStop's down to 1590, touchdown to 1576. Guys, don't worry about what GameStop's doing. You should be worried about what the whole world is doing. This whole world is crashing. So right now, the SPY is all the way down to 385. You guys can see it. But I want to look at Credit Suisse. Credit Suisse has been falling through the floor after certain reports came out. Now, this is after hours. It actually moved. It had a drop down. But I'm telling you, this thing's been falling for a while. There has been no catching this falling knife. And here's why. And this is what we talked about 2 days ago. The world is under attack, right? I mean, I'm telling you, and it's all crazy. And here's why, okay? You guys want to talk about, like, let's go big brain theory, let's go crazy. Let's do this on a couple of different fronts, because I don't talk this talk, but today's the day I talk this talk. You want me to tell you how great GameStop is and why I think the whole world stops? Like, okay, guys, I'll explain it to you. Banks, they get halted, all right? Like, they're all selling off, they get halted. Boom. Whatever. And then they unhalt, and they keep going, and something's happened. GameStop. You're telling me GameStop halted the stock market, basically? You know, we're talking about multiple tickers, all went, just get taken away, the buy button, and you're telling me that GameStop is not that big of a problem? Yet banks are crumbling, and here's what they do. Oh, yeah, don't worry, we'll save that one. Well, no problem. We got that one. Well, guess what? I have a bank that's too big to be saved. I have a bank that's too big to be saved right here on Credit Suisse. So you tell me why everything correlates to a 1 year, 2 year, 3 year anniversary on GameStop. That is March. And maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe it's just that. Maybe that they had a 45-day window from when it got halted to where it got here now. And I'm talking about from January 28th all the way to March 10th. I look at the dates and I say, why do they always line up with GameStop? The price of Credit Suisse right now is at $1.96 per share. Now, the story is that some Saudi Arabia bank or somebody pulled out. And I have videos on it. I'm going to go watch them right now with you. But you guys tell me what the hell is going on. Okay. Now I'm going to give you this, and then good morning to everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for coming back. But I want to tell you guys something crazy. Last night I was doing some homework, obviously, and I'm going down that rabbit hole of what Hudson Bay Capital is and their connection and what's their plan and what are they doing. So then I start reading up on SPACs again, because I've touched on SPACs before, and it's weird because I had never really thought about SPACs in the way that I do right now. I used to just go, oh yeah, that's some people with money trying to partner up with people trying to make a good company. And that's what it was for a lot of years. For the last, 20 years, whatever it was, for the last 7 years that I saw them, 2014 to now. And that's what it was. But in 2020, somehow, some way, we had more SPACs being launched than ever before. In 2021, it was even crazier right after the GameStop blow up. So initially I'm thinking these banks partnered with hedge funds to try to bring as many companies possible to public to steal COVID money, to take the investors' money, like, the stimulus packages. Hey, they're buying stocks, guys. Let's just go put a company up, and I bet you they'll put money into it. And it's like a system of failure, and they cash out on it. Yes, I know the administration got bought out, right? So SVB is the most woke bank in the world after reading up what I've read. They only had one banking director on the director of the boards. Everybody else were people that were supporters of the Clinton Obama administration and are extremely left and woke. And what the word around town is, if you were a woke CEO, you go to SVB to get money, because that's what they were doing, giving money to woke companies. And they even had it, like, even Signature Bank's no different. Signature Bank's the same way. So if, the whole theory of going woke, go broke, I don't care. These guys were giving, $100,000 to Gavin Newsom's wife's company or startup, like things like that. Like they're so far leaning left that they have to be saved, right? Well, Credit Suisse is not that way. Credit Suisse is a mega bank. And the only ones profiting, which is why I say it's a conflict of interest. You have somebody on the board of directors for SVB who has direct ties to Bank of America still to this day. And Bank of America made $15 billion in deposits over the last 4 days. People are running away from regional banks, smaller banks, and going to the mega banks. You're going to have 4 mega banks, that's it? Those are too big to fail, right? But I've got one right here overseas, and you're telling me Credit Suisse, the criminals themselves, the one who facilitate, who actually launder the money for the criminals, is now crumbling because Saudi Arabia refused to give them money, or says, you know what, we're all out. $4 billion, $2 billion, that's nothing. Guys, that's nothing. That ain't nothing. I watch too much Cat Williams. Nothing. No, never mind. Listen to me, please. SPACs, $18 billion are expiring this month. Do you know what that means? That means that these companies, these people, have to go give back the money. And if they were doing it to the bank, if they want to deposit this in the bank and they were like, hey, we're going to form this company, that never really got formed. They've been hiding $18 billion in failed companies the whole 2 years. Now watch this. I go in, I manufacture an outcome, I infiltrate, I do a leverage buyout. That was manufactured myself, right? This is all distressed credit investors. This is how they do it. This is the Drexel, Burnham, and Lambert way of doing things. So you're going to tell me they get into the company, they plant their seeds, they wait 10 years, and then they plan their exit. But now, because they're in bankruptcy, you can go public even faster again, rinse and repeat, and now it's systemic. Now it's like a pattern. Everyone's in on it. The banks to the short hedge funds, everybody's working hand in hand. Oh, and I'm watching it in real time. Oh, I'm the asshole. My bad. Bed Bath & Beyond. Bed Bath & Beyond. Somebody said, Marantz, why would they give them $225 million, Marantz? Why would they string it out a little longer? I don't know. Because they're still making money off the warrants. And then guess what's even diluting that and selling? But you know what's even the crazier part on that, on Bed Bath & Beyond? Is that they string it out this long to get their people in place, which they do have. And now, this is the way I see it. Apollo has a SPAC company that hasn't merged with anyone yet, but they can and will, and they have over $700 million ready to go. Looks like they're going to buy something on the cheap, and they're going to take it public and get it gut out again. Because remember, when they buy it that way and then take it back to public, they're not taking the debt with them. There are some great companies out here, guys, with branding, with vision. There's a lot of companies out here that have a following. AMC is one. Bed Bath & Beyond is one. Although they don't shop there. Oh, I promise you. I went there yesterday. You guys saw the post on YouTube? I took pictures. The walls used to have product in them, on them. That's the way they actually advertise stuff. They put their excess product on the walls. Instead, now they have coverings on every shelf. They're not displaying anything. Mops and brooms, just the one you see. Pillows, empty bins, and it's not because they're sold out. I went in there. There was more people at GameStop than there was at Bed Bath & Beyond. Minus the two, me and my son. Minus us. Holy hell, guys. There was 2 people in there. And I happened to take a picture with one of them in it. What are the chances? Here's the problem. You literally can't imagine all the steps that these guys take, the hedge funds, to make money during the pandemic. They might have lost it on their longs and they made it up on their shorts. But this cycle that they've been in, they've planned this from the start, guys. They stacked money for 10 years, 12 years, and ready to pounce on you the minute the interest rates went up. You know what? Jerome Powell was appointed to his position by Donald Trump. He was reinstated, reelected, however you want to put it, renominated last year, 2022 in May, because they wanted him to be the fall guy. Oh, it's his fault that he has to keep raising rates. And because he rose rates so high, banks crumbled because banks have long-term assets, 10-year assets, right? And the interest rates go up and they can't afford it. They got to go back to short-term assets. But you know what happens, guys? You know what's the worst part about that? Is that he'll be the fall guy. And the saviors will be the same people that you're going to reelect in the next couple of years. Is it political? You better believe it. The bank portion is political because without a doubt, when you come out and you back 100% of every deposit over $250,000, that means you don't give a shit about the little guy. All you care about is the big guys because they know the risk when they park the money in those banks. Anything over 200. Hey, Almo, you asked a question and he's still here. And good morning to everybody. Right now, you asked a question and we said, man, I'm scared. My money's in this bank. I'm nervous. What are you nervous about? You got 250 grand in there? Then don't be nervous. That's protected. It's the other portion that's not protected, but the unprotected are now protected. You can't save them all. That's what I said 2 days ago. You can't save First Republic. You can't save Credit Suisse. You're going to try? JP Morgan, Wells Fargo, Citibank, Goldman Sachs, all different types of banks. And guess what? They run the world, or this world here. Are they even the biggest banks? Not even close. China has 3 banks bigger than our biggest bank. China has 3 banks bigger. Japan has big banks. France has big banks. But no, America does have big banks. I won't get away from that. But they're not the biggest in the world. It's not like they're too big to fail. Or are they? You seeing the size of China's banks? They're ridiculous. They have 3 of them that are just the Bank of Agriculture, the Bank of Industries, and then the Bank of China. I don't even know. It's just crazy. They have the top 6 banks out of the top 8. Yeah, under 250K is insured. That's what I said. Did I say it differently? I don't know what I said. I'm just letting them know. I'm saying anything over 250K is not insured. Is not insured. Yet it is apparently backed because that's the way the FDIC is working. The FDIC is working today. When I looked at the board of directors for the First Bank, or even for PacWest Bank, whatever you guys asked me to, they were all bankers. They were all lifelong bankers. You go to SVB, what are they? One's an improv actor. One is Eli Ernst & Young, right? Some accounting firm. They're not bankers. SVB is not bankers. You want to know why they failed? Because they're just donors. They're just people that own vineyards. I own a vineyard in Napa. So does Nancy Pelosi. I worked on the Obama campaign. Yeah, so did a lot of other people that wanted change. Mary Miller implemented and helped institute the Dodd-Frank Act. She was the deputy treasurer under the Obama administration. Board of directors of SVB. Thank you, Mary Miller, for implementing that and then in turn violating it with your own bank. So she should have the most insight. But let's go to Signature Bank where they actually have Barney Frank on the board. You can't win with either bank. But it gets better. I'm going to read the chat, obviously. I'm going to go with it through you guys. I just want to thank you guys for waking up with me today. What did we find last night? Anybody want the rerun? Anybody want to run down? And I'll give it to you in a more exciting way, because obviously the video was 11 minutes of education. That's one thing. If you guys aren't watching these videos that we put out every day, I'm sorry. Yes, it is raining out here, Wendy. Wendy, rainy. Well, I'll call you whatever the hell I'm going to call you. That's it. I'm done. Is Credit Suisse done for? Is the government will bail them out? The government can't bail them out. They're not an American-based bank. I'm sorry. That's an international monster. But I'll go ahead and give you, I'll catch you up on it right here. Let's go ahead and do it. Boom, boom. And good morning, guys. This on the chart here, I think I need to lower down right there. This is Credit Suisse at $1.92, guys. Okay? $1.92. Let's go ahead and watch this.
In this situation, it's the 8th straight session that the stock has been trading lower. It has been trading at a record low as well. The Saudi National Bank said they're not going to be putting any more money into Credit Suisse after a cash infusion they had already done. How is this being reflected in the market? Not just in the stock, which, as we mentioned, has been plunging, but also in the so-called credit default swaps here. What is a credit default swap? It's basically a type of insurance against default here that a company can buy. So one party purchases protection from another party against losses from the default of a borrower. Again, it's effectively insurance against a company defaulting, and the price of that insurance for Credit Suisse is now basically blowing out here. Another way to measure that is to look at the different curves, the credit default swap curve, if you will. It's inverted. That means it costs more to protect against an immediate default instead of a default down the line. That's another sign of distress when it comes to Credit Suisse. So there are a lot of different measures of concern and distress that is being felt at the bank here. The chairman of the bank, Axel Lehmann, saying at a conference that government help isn't a topic here, that they're not looking for government assistance.
Because it's understood?
I don't know, or because they don't think they're in that much trouble, it's unclear. But I do want to kind of piece through how we got to this level, because people in the U.S. don't necessarily follow Credit Suisse that closely, but it is a large bank. It is its assets are more than $550 billion or so compared to Silicon Valley Bank at around $200 billion. So the timeline is long here. It goes back even further than this when you look at some of the issues. But Tidjane Thiam became the CEO, and he was the person who was meant, he was an outsider. He was not Swiss. He was meant to sort of turn things around. And then
So this is Credit Suisse's bank. This is Credit Suisse. I'm so sorry. This is Archegos Capital. And we all know Archegos Capital went down. A lot of people try to tie everything to GameStop. So do I, just naturally, because I had never seen a market behave the way it did when GameStop took off. I've never seen a market behave the way it has since, right? So when I'm looking at, I mean, even with COVID, shit, man, that should have crumbled the world, but it didn't. $6 trillion got pumped into it. And I'm just letting you guys know that there's nothing out here in this world that can prepare you for the boom that can happen, that should happen. You know, I'm gonna stop this really quick, just so you guys understand the way my mind works. You guys know what happened back in like the 80s, 70s and 80s? And everybody was talking about like inflation, and it was uncontrollable for a whole decade, and it was bad. And I'm just like, you know why? Because the Fed, the government refused to take it on the chin. The housing crisis was no different. They said, oh, we're all going to collapse here. No, you weren't going to collapse. You're just going to have some sectors like really lose money, and people are going to lose billions and billions of dollars. But they said, no, we don't want to take it on the chin. We just let's ease our foot off the gas. Let's make everybody happy. At some point, you have to take responsibility for the mistakes you've made. And until you own up to it, see it dead in the face, and actually pay what it takes, this is what it's going to be. It's going to be a Band-Aid on a shotgun blood. I mean, this thing is crazy. It's a chest-sucking wound. Just, you're blown away with the amount of debt, the amount of crime, what's owed to you. And here I am sounding like I'm some some freedom fighter, and it's not even that. I just like GameStop. I just like the stock. But hell, guys, this is really that bad. It always has been. It's never been fixed. They've never confronted the real issue, and the real issue was greed back a long time ago that just keeps cascading down into a bigger snowball and a bigger snowball. And now it gets to you, and it's like, hey, you're sitting there with a match trying to melt the ice. It's a big-ass snowball, guys. I'm telling you, it's going to hit everybody. Now, Marantz, how are you preparing for the end game? Young's Finest, I bought 3 shares of GameStop this morning. That's how I'm preparing.
The company just got hit by various external and internal frauds. He ended up having to be forced to step down in 2020. And then in 2021, there were the failures of a couple of hedge funds and capital firms that were really tied to Credit Suisse, Greensill Capital, Archegos Capital, and that really then accelerated, I guess you could say, some of the issues at Credit Suisse.
It really reminds me of Bear Stearns back in the day. I guess we keep reverting to these 2008 crises parallels because, well, that was a banking crisis. Not that that's going to be the centerpiece, but that's what we're dealing with today. And back in 2008, Bear Stearns failed in March of that year. So we're looking at the 15-year anniversary. But the year before, the summer of 2007, we had a couple of hedge funds by Bear Stearns that went belly up. And that was a real harbinger of what was to come in the global financial crisis.
So if you guys know, I said that Lehman Brothers went down in September, 9 days later, 11 days later, and you had Washington Mutual go down. And the biggest bank crash of all time, for commercial banking, $307 billion in assets. But what I'm telling you is, guys, SVB, they go down, they get saved instantly, right? Within a couple of days, because they're backed by the Dems, basically. Signature Bank, same thing. Little banks, guys, they're little banks, but when big banks start going down, now people are looking for ways to re-strategize and how to get these assets, because there are some good assets at some banks. SVB sold off majority of their assets, I believe, to Goldman Sachs this morning. Their loan portfolio, which was actually top tier. It was the other side of the business that was not that good. So the riskier side, right? Loaning out to risky startups. But the individuals that passed legislation to make it easier for startups to go public there were people that are currently on SVB's board, right? Mary Miller is no different. So I want people to know that it's like you need to put the blame on the banks and keep it on the banks. But understand they're partnered up with these hedge funds, because hedge funds are the ones that actually buy the T-bills, that actually bring liquidity to banks. They're partners. BlackRock is partnered up with so many big banks. JP Morgan is a monster. You guys don't think they're partnered up? I'll give you an example. JP Morgan was sued, and this is the crazy part. Guys, oh my God, I'm gonna go off right now. Watch this. This is gonna be crazy. So let's go to JP Morgan. Let's go to Apollo. Watch this. Apollo and what was that thing that they bought? Fresh Market, right? Fresh Market lawsuit. Guys, I've read all this stuff. I've read all this stuff. So let's go here. So right here, JP Morgan, okay, is the one who advised the deal between this lawsuit, and they were the ones who got sued. It wasn't Apollo. Apollo wasn't sued, but it's crazy because you have Fresh Market's former CEO and chairman of the board and chief counsel legal will pay $27.5 million to the shareholders. That's like 75 cents per share. They did a deal for $1.3 billion, Apollo and JP Morgan, for what it was. But that was via a company called Catalyst. And when you look at this Glasscock, right? Oh man, I remember the name. Look at this. Glasscock is right here. It comes after ruling by Glasscock. You know, Glasscock is a judge in Delaware, right? And he's owned by Apollo, basically. Every damn announcement that I've read about Glasscock, say that 2 times real fast, has been, he allowed this shit to go down. But he's done multiple other things. I'm going to find it, guys, because I want to find the actual lawsuit itself, and they're going to tell you what was alleged. Okay, because I have it. I have it somewhere, guys. They alleged that J.P. Morgan Security. Oh, here it is. And this was all not proven to a point because Glasscock let it go. But think about this. Apollo privately, without consulting its company's board, according to the complaint, the company's financial advisor, J.P. Morgan Securities, also has a bias favoring Apollo, having done more than $116 million of business together in the last 2 years. So I'm telling you, the bank, J.P. Morgan, and Apollo, the hedge fund, $116 million, right? But it's more so than that because in the filing, if you read it, like I had it, man, I have the whole damn court case. I just have to find the link for it, guys. I don't know what I did with it. I had the whole thing. And when you get the court case and you go read all the files, like I read the actual affidavit, it was awesome, bro. It was awesome. And I say, awesome, bro. No, God, where is it? It has to be on one of these. I don't know where it is. I'm going to have to find it after. When I read the whole thing, guys, like the whole thing, you can find out that they were billing J.P. Morgan and Apollo. They had like given them like 116 million, 120 million just to broker that deal to get done. So private equity is buying out banks. At the same token, private equity owns the judges. Go Google Glasscock, Sam Glasscock III. How the hell do I know this shit? Go for it, guys. You guys don't think I read it all night? Glasscock, Sam III, right? This guy, Vice Chancellor of the Vanderbilt University. He's out right now. He's out on leave right now. But when you go look at his judgments, several of his judgments were all in favor of Apollo. Like, no, you don't have enough evidence. No, we'll let that go. But he's had that. If I just put in Sam Glasscock and Apollo, then it comes out. So you're like, okay, so when they do go to court for anything, if you're being sued, you want to make sure you're in front of this guy. And not the tire company, because that's not him. That's not that Apollo. That's a different Apollo company. It's an India tire. Trust me, I followed all this stuff already. But there's a bunch of them, guys. And as you see it, like this guy, this is what it'll tell you right here. Vice Chancellor Sam Glasscock, he approved the $27 million. That's what they had to pay. It's 75 cents per share. It's remarkable because what they did at Fresh Market, what Apollo did, Apollo went to the owners of Fresh Market, all of whom had sold off all their equity of ownership in the company. When they went public, they took all those millions of dollars that they made, the owners, and that's Ray Berry and there's another Berry brother, two Berry brothers, right? And they go in and they convince them to go public. And when they go public, they say, hey, if you're going to go public, that's fine. Let's go private now. And we're going to give you personally $900 million. Let me tell you something. I owned a company that I didn't want to work anymore. And I'm like, yo, I already sold off all my shares. It's gone public. I've sold off all my shares. This is what the company is, Fresh Market. I've got this private equity firm telling me that they have a deal already lined up with JP Morgan and they're going to finance it. And they're going to give me $1.3 billion, right? And you're like, would you take the 900 million as personally? So Ray Berry agrees to the smaller deal, the 1.3 billion, when shareholders believe that stock is worth more. The judge goes, yeah, it's worth about 26 million more. That's it. That's all it's worth. They went through a whole lawsuit for 75 cents more per share. People got to know that Glasscock was in on it, right? Just let them have it their way. But the other portion of this is who brokered that deal. Who did the deal? They're called Clear. Watch this shit, guys. You guys want to go down this path? Clear Water. It's not Clear Water. Man. How can I find it? I need to know how to find it. They back the deal. Smart and Final. Go Smart and Final. Apollo. When they bottom out for 1.1. No. It's not part of this one. It's who brokered the deal for Smart and Final. Oh man, how can I find it? You guys are here in real time with me, and I want to know how I found it because I read it yesterday. I know what I read, and it was going via Catalyst. Is it? No, they're the Catalyst, or is it these guys here? So you see these guys here? Calidus, This group right here. You guys are gonna love me right now. They assigned a CEO named Patrick Dalton, okay, to run their corporation. The CEO, Patrick Dalton, he's from Apollo, 7 years. He's the one who started their CLO program or something like that. I just can't remember everything. Right here, check this out. So they appoint him. He's the man. New strategy at this place. I don't have any more free. Whatever you say, dude. Whatever you say. No, watch this. Guys, this is how you do the DD, okay? I swear to you, I'm not making this stuff up. Wait till you see what we see. So, Catalyst is owned by the Colodus, whatever this is right here. Capital. Right? Wait till you see it, because you're going to be like, what the hell? Reaches deal to take company. There we go. They take company private, right? Has been taken private by the second largest investor, but Newton Glassman, that's who I want. What's up, bro? How you doing? Old Newton. Don't mind me what I'm doing for you guys right now. You guys will never understand what all this is until it's all done. Newton Glassman, hi. There it is the founding partner of Catalyst Capital Group, the second largest private equity firm in Canada. All right, so this is Canada's everything. Where did he go to school? The Wharton School of University of Pennsylvania, right? Glassman is the man, all right? He later joined Sybaris Capital. Who owns that company, by the way? Sybaris Capital, all right? When he was there, while working for Sybaris, working with Sybaris, he also developed a distinctive approach to lending to financially distressed companies. That's where he learned it. Guess who owns that company? Well, I'll give you 10 seconds. It's called Apollo. But look at the Catalyst Group. Let's go to Catalyst Group. My man. Oh, baby, Catalyst. Hey, how you guys doing? Let's go ahead and type you in. Let's take you down the road. Oh, man. All right. So you go here. And you go with let's just write Apollo. Okay. This is crazy what we're about to find out. Now, Catalyst Group and Apollo, they do team up. We get that part. And here's why it happens. Or you know what I can do? I don't have to go to Apollo. I'm going to do it originally. Of course, they were the ones who brokered the deal with Apollo for Fresh Market, right? So when Apollo buys Fresh Market, they buy it from these guys, the Catalyst Group, okay? Catalyst Capital Group. And who did the deal, though? Who did it for them? Oh, I've got to find it. Fresh Market. Come on. When I find the damn page that I was on. How did I find it? It was called Clearwater something. No, they're called. I'm going to let you guys give me a name really quick. But they're called No. Oh, yeah, there's another one. No, CGX. Is that it? Man, that judge is wicked. That judge is wicked. Now, watch this. I'm going to find it, guys. And it was called Clear. What was their name? Bro, watch this shit. Watch this shit. We'll keep going all the way down. Hey, guys, I don't mind showing you my search history. You know why? There ain't nothing in there. Go ahead. No, I don't know if you guys can see my search history right now, but I'm going to find it. Hudson Bay, Edgar. Bro, I was in so many SEC filings last night. This is all last night, by the way. Newmanberger, I remember that one. Watch this, guys. When I find this damn thing, there it is. There it is. Oh, man. Clear View. Oh, man, that's so good. All right, let me just make sure that we have it. I want to make sure this is what I want. Let's see, is this it? Catalyst litigation. Oh, this is a different one. You guys are probably like, what the hell's Marantz talking about? Wait till you see it. Oh, yeah, nobody wants to fight. Oh, did you see this? The Catalyst Capital Group, remember, these guys are partnered up with Apollo. I know people don't believe me yet, but they will. And the Catalyst Capital Corporation. These guys, they were actually sued. And here's why they were sued. If you read the fine print right around here, this is awesome. Whistleblowers have uncovered a potential fraud for Catalyst Group, right? And the call it is, I'll call them that, publicly traded firm, with one individual, Newton Glassman, all right, firmly at the helm. It appears Catalyst is using various related parties under Glassman's control, including Catalyst. And what he's doing, he is artificially inflating the valuation of Catalyst and Catalyst investments, thereon enabling them to report, false returns. Now, here's how it works. Reportedly generates the returns through loans and troubled companies. Catalyst employs a distressed lending strategy by the firm. So they actually trade these companies back and forth to each other, and he owns both companies, which we already knew that part. But why are they partnered up with Apollo? And how are they partnered up with Apollo? Well, if you go in here again, because I just wanted to show you that, but if you go all the way down, bro, you better go all the way down. Let's go. I found it yesterday. It's a fresh market deal, and it was about how Clear, what was that group called? Remember the name, guys, because I forgot it already. Clear something. Clearview. Ooh, baby. Clearview. Remember that, please. Asset, nope. Fresh market, oh, there we go. Not the suing one. I want the suit. I don't want the lawsuit. I want the institutional ownership of Apollo Strategic Growth Capital. No, I found that too. That was good. No, you guys know that part. Nah, right here. Oh, Front View Points. I remember that one too. Man, Catalyst Group Inc. and Google. Which one is? No, I already read all that. I already had all that by that time. I'm trying to play it out in my head last night, like when I found out everything I found out. Because I said, oh, they bought Hudson Bay, but I was using the wrong Hudson Bay. That's what it was. And it was crazy to me. Guys, I was really tripping last night. You know, I'm going to tell you guys something. I was doing this right here. This is what happened, okay? This is how I stumbled upon like all of this shit. It's crazy. I was in here reading about Hudson Bay Company being bought out, going private. And I was like, wait a minute, Hudson Bay Company, that's not Hudson Bay Capital. I was getting them confused, and I'm like, well, look at this. The Catalyst Group is here, though. And I was like, well, Catalyst Group, but then they got their the special committee, blah, blah, blah. So I keep reading, and then it says right here, the special committee also has retained JP Morgan Securities as financial advisor, Clearview Partners as special advisor. And I was like, why are these guys involved in this deal with Catalyst Group? And then I wanted to go and take Clearview Partners, right? So I was like, oh, well, maybe I have the wrong Hudson Bay, which I did, by the way. And that's how I found the other stuff I wanted to find out. Clearview Partners. Okay? When you go to Clearview Partners, guys, I want to see all their deals, right? Clearview Partners Consulting or the LLC. I want to show you guys something. Wikipedia, Wicca. Let's see if it shows up on Wicca. Not Clearview AI. Damn you. Make me go again. Wait till I show you guys this right here. Because I put this all together and I didn't want to share this yet because I know everybody's going to want to see this part. I was going to make a connecting the dots on this. I still might do it just because I think I have it. I think I have the financial, these guys are the financial advisors for Apollo. And I think I have it. But I'll let you guys tell me if I'm right or not when you guys see it. Okay? Just give me 1 second because I'm going to pull it up right now. And then it'll all make sense. I just want to make sure I have what I have. Was it that one up there? Let's see. I don't think you guys can even see the screen I'm looking at. That's the best part. But when I show you this list, guys, prepare yourself. Because it's publicly traded information. And how the hell has no one even uncovered this part yet? That's what I want to know. Like, I can't be the only dude out here looking up shit. I found it here. All right, Clearview Partners, or Centerview Partners, not Clearview, Centerview Partners. How the hell did I get there from there? Did that really happen for me? Guys, that did I read it wrong and then I got it right by mistake? That would be amazing. Okay, Centerview Partners. All right, guys, I went to this company and I saw that they're financial advisors. Right here. I don't even know how I got to Centerview because those guys were Clearview. Holy shit. Thank you. Guys, so I'm going to tell you something. This is going to be really crazy for you guys to not understand or to understand. I read the name wrong. I typed it in. And then all of a sudden, this group, this is like the universe speaking to me. Guys, I'm going to make this bigger for you. That's what he said. So you guys can see it. I typed this in by mistake. Centerview. I was looking for Clearview. Is that right? Oh my God. All right, check this out, guys. So I go to this company. This is late last night. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Okay. I just got off the phone with Almo. I was telling him, man, I think I found something. This is crazy. Crazy. All right. Blair Efron, who cares? Zac Efron's uncle. No, I don't know. So this company has ties, and it says that James M. Kiltz, former CEO of Gillette, heads a private equity firm, right? And they have the U.S. Secretary of Treasury, joined the firm as a counselor. They have all the Rahm Emanuel joined the Launch Chicago office, which, you know, I'm not a big fan of him, but whatever. And I'm looking at everything, and I see that they've done deals with Gillette. They've done this, all the deals they've done, okay? Recent activity. And as I go down this list, I want to know how many of these are Apollo-based deals. I have not broken up these deals yet, but when I was going through, I saw things and I was like, how are these guys partnered up? Like, how are these guys giving out financial advice? And that's when I saw Pepsi Cola, who it makes me wonder, guys, because Pepsi Cola right now is on the board of directors for Kohl's, and they took over all the spots. And I'm saying, like, people in private equity are using certain individuals, right? And when I go down this list, I just was reading, and I saw that they were the ones who did the deal. And you'll see it. It's not even highlighted, guys. Hasbro's one thing, but they did Coty Inc. You know who was buying in on Coty? Not only was Apollo doing it, so was Melvin Capital. They were in on that one too. But there was a huge, what was it called? It was like a hostile takeover between them and Avon, if I'm not mistaken. But we all know who works for Avon, right? I can't even do it, guys. Express Scripts, it's not a part of it. No, the Blackstone Group, they did one for the Blackstone Group right here. Century 21, nope. Avon right here. See, I told you. Hostile takeover, $12.9 billion. But Avon was, what's her name? Board of directors. Harriet Edelman, or whatever her damn name is. Board of directors, Bed Bath & Beyond. Diamond Resorts, acquisition with Apollo, 2.5. They did that one. They did Caesar Entertainment, the acquisition with the Harrah's Entertainment, the merger, $17.2 billion. I believe that's Apollo as well. I have to go read that back. What I want to do is I want to see how many of these are tied together with Apollo, other than just the Diamond Resorts and the Caesars and Gillette. Because then I was like, yo, Gillette, really? They've been involved with Gillette forever? So then I go through and I go right here and I go Robert Kraft. If you guys don't know who Robert Kraft is the owner, okay? The owner and sex addict, massage parlors. No, Robert Kraft is the owner of the New England Patriots, who got lucky by drafting Tom Brady. But Robert Kraft also runs Gillette Stadium, and he was also in charge of Gillette. I don't know how. I don't know if he was the owner or what it was. But when you type in Robert Kraft and Apollo, don't do it. Resigns from Apollo amid the Epstein controversy. Kraft, who had joined Apollo on the board in 2014, quietly stepped down as director last week. So Robert Kraft resigned, but Robert Kraft has ties to Gillette. So that's where I was like, yo, oh my God, this can't be real. And Kraft, APO stock, SEC form, whatever. I don't know what Robert Kraft, who he is and what he is, all of his ins and outs. I've never really read it too much. But now that I found out that Robert Kraft was on the board of directors for Apollo, it kind of tells me what I wanted to find out as far as the connection via these lending firms. So that's where I'm going down. I'm going down these other paths. Guys, I'm going down the history of the history. And if you guys don't learn this stuff, if you guys don't know, then, then you never knew. Profit from casino. Oh, I had no idea what this is about. Someone will probably, I literally will read all this stuff, but that's how I found out that he was part of Gillette. Robert Kraft has ties. Oh, right here. Here you go, Robert Kraft. Remember, he is Apollo. The report states that Kraft is on the board of members of private equity firm Apollo Global Management, which they had teed up to buy up 60% of Caesars Entertainment. So is that an Apollo thing too? Gillette was Apollo, and they're all Apollo. Oh, guys. Okay, I'm not crazy. All right, thank you. Thank you so much. Clearview Partners, you might be the middleman. You might be the one I'm looking for. And I might say this out loud to people, and people might not know what the hell I'm talking about. But wait till you see it. Oh, by the way, Credit Squeeze still falling. Holy shit, come on down. You're the next contestant on Save Me, Bank, Save Me. Don't worry. Oh, my God, guys. Hey, Robert Kraft, who would have known? Board of directors of Apollo. I had no idea until last night, and then I was reading through it just right now, as you guys can see. So the mind is beyond your physical capability. Marantz, look at PNC's ticker. They're getting slapped hard. You're supposed to be finding all of this? What do you mean, me? Oh, man. Hidden losses in the PNC Bank. I wouldn't doubt it. All I do is dig. No matter what, I get money in my mind. I don't even. I don't even know. I don't even what? All I do is dig, no matter what. Got money on my mind. I don't even give up. Every time I step up in the building, everybody's hands go up. And they stay there. Yeah, Diamond Resorts got bought out by Hilton. Yeah, look at it, guys. I can't even. Oh, my God. Badass trader, you're not crazy. I know you're not crazy. I'm not crazy. But hey, you know what? I text Badass last night, right? This is I don't know his time frame because he's in the UK. He's not even, I believe he's in the UK. I text him and I go, I think I got something. He's like, what is it? No. For people thinking that we're the same guy, that's hilarious, bro. I don't know if you guys saw that one, that video. I laughed my ass off. Hey, have you guys seen the real video? The latest video? Hold on. Where were we at? Were we here? Okay. Here, this guy. Not yet. Hold on. Let me finish this one.
So, yeah, looking back on this timeline, you can see some of the echoes, or at least some of the fingerprints that are similar between these two entities. Right.
So there was a money laundering criminal conviction at that was related to the bank that ended up happening in 2022. It was for money laundering in Switzerland. It was connected to a Bulgarian drug smuggling ring. Yes. You get the idea here. So the CEO that succeeded Tidjane Thiam was Thomas Gottstein. He was forced out. There was a new CEO, Ulrich Körner, that came in. And then back in October, the company cut 9,000 jobs. It got a capital injection at that point. It also ended up reporting a loss for last year. And then more recently, just in the past week, the company said it had found material weaknesses in its accounting and delayed its annual report. So that was tied up in the most recent slump that we've seen in the stock.
Right.
But more broadly, at a time when the international banking system is in a very delicate position because of SVB, they're worried about where the other vulnerabilities are. Here comes Credit Suisse with what look like a lot of vulnerabilities.
Yes. And let me I want to put this in the context of maybe a 50,000 foot view here. This is, we don't face anything like the situation that we faced in 2008 for a number of reasons. The Federal Reserve has just guaranteed all FDIC deposits above $250,000 in a bank. That means your money in a U.S. bank is safe right now. So all these people Googling, where is my money safe? Do I need to pull money out of my bank? Your money is safe if it's in an FDIC insured bank here in the U.S. What we're talking about are the effects for investors, people who have bought the bonds and stock of some of these banks. And then we're also separately talking about Credit Suisse, which is a European bank, and all their troubles right now and how that might be resolved. And we could talk about that for a while. There's contagion effects, yes, and there will probably be not just the 3 or 4 banks that we've seen run into trouble now. There'll probably be more, but does it develop into a full-blown crisis, or is it kind of a piecemeal thing where it's dragged out over years? I see it more like the .com crash where we had Enron, WorldCom, then we had in 2008 where we had a cascade of failures, everything at once.
Right, exactly. This does not feel like that.
Right, like the ground is falling out.
And I think that's a really good distinction that you made between like people holding money at banks. Do not go to your bank and pull out all your money. I think don't do that. If that's what people are thinking about out there, this does have implications for investments. It potentially has implications.
All right. So what these guys are trying to do here is reinstate the confidence in the banking system. They also want to tell you that it doesn't feel like everything's crumbling at once because they're probably not involved with the companies that are crumbling. And this is an Apollo-run company. Apollo owns Yahoo Finance. So understand the narrative that must be pushed out on this platform. This is why I show it to you. They want to tell you that banks are going to be okay. Yes, some are failing, but it's not all banks, and you shouldn't put your money out. And why? Because you're safe. Me personally, I don't have my money in a small bank. I have my money in a big bank. Because big bank take little bank. Look at Goldman Sachs taking these guys out. Look at all the huge equity firms taking everyone out. But let's go ahead and see what else the next one has to say. We're done there. Let's see what we have to say here. This one's not long. Good.
Switzerland is a devolved federal government with the cantons with great strength. What is your knowledge of Swiss regulators right now? How removed are they from the Credit Suisse crisis, or can they be active today to help their beleaguered bank?
Well, they can be active today even if they have a system that is delegated. However, the problem is that Credit Suisse, by some standards, might be too big to fail, but also too big to be saved. It's not clear that, unlike the United States, the federal system has enough resources to engineer a bailout. And what they need certainly is more capital, and the question is whether they're going to get that capital or not. Otherwise, bad things can happen.
There you go. So they're too big to save. That's what they're saying. But here's our favorite. Hey, Ape Andy, where you been, man? Hey, guys, I want to play this because it's very important. I have nothing to do with Ape Andy. I have nothing to do with failing Tom, Major Fudd. But I want to tell you guys something, okay? I'm going to talk conspiracy theory right now. And it's going to sound like I'm crazy, but I'm not. I've been on YouTube longer than everyone out there that's making videos right now. The exception, I think Tony De Niro has me beat by 2 days. But Matthew Kors doesn't count. We're going to play his video in a minute. But I want to tell you something. I had a group of guys a long time ago. Let's start at the beginning. For those of you guys who are new to the channel, don't know everything about YouTube and how they push out information, there are people out here in YouTube land that push out information via DMs to you, the voice, the platform, whatever it may be, and they want to get you to say something one way. When this channel first started, guys, I know PPC's is excited. He got 1,000 subscribers in 2 months or whatever he said. We had 1,000 subscribers the first month. We hit it so fast because it was like a snowball. Everybody started showing up, and then it just halted. Out of nowhere, I went dark. I know the growth of the channel. But if you guys don't remember when it went dark, I do. There was a guy by the name of Thomas Ludwig. Was that his name, Thomas Ludwig? I don't remember if that's his whole name. maybe I'm getting confused with another Thomas. Thomas was a guy who used to give me information on the side. DM me. Marantz, here's what's going on, DTCC. Here's the new rule about this, the new CAT system. Here's this. And I would like try to filter through it all. Okay. I'd be like, oh, look at this information they're giving me. And I didn't know what to tell you guys because I was like, why am I being fed something? And I didn't even ask for it. But then I was like, whoa, slow down, Thomas. And his name was Major Tom. Okay. Guys, this world of YouTube and information is infiltrated by fakes. Major Tom had a direct tie to this guy, Andy, Ape Andy. Ape Andy used to make videos and go, my friend Tom and I, blah, 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 blah. They've done live streams together where they're both on the live stream. So I'm like sitting there, I'm just like, okay, I hear you. But Major Tom's feeding me misinformation because he was. And I didn't want to say it anymore. And I told him. And finally, John Diamond, who's been a part of this group for 2 years, came in and goes, hey, Marantz, Major Tom's out here talking some bullshit on some Discord. Man, I'm done with this guy. And I'm just like, really? And so they all had a fight in the live stream here. And I had the video and I just called out Tom flat out. I just said, Tom, I'm not with it, Tom. All the information you give me, I'm not going to give it out because I don't think it's real. And I called it a fake. He called MOAS for August of 2001. He had a whole slideshow that he sent me, and I've shown it here on the channel. A lot of you guys know all this, okay? And some of you guys don't. What happened after that, my channel getting shadow banned and no one coming around, it was just like, wow, man, I'm telling you guys, we had, I think, 18 subscribers 1 month. Like, that's how bad it's been, right? And shout out to Sunday where we had 150 in one day. This past Sunday, a great day for us. But think about it this way. We're pushing out info and everyone's looking for the next YouTuber to push out the info. So what happened, guys? After that right there, all of a sudden you saw AMC Bigums go public right here on YouTube. You saw Boss Blunts, boom, on the scene. You saw a whole bunch of people. And I didn't know anything about it. Like, I'm not paying attention to these YouTubers like that. I'm still concentrating on Trey and Matt and everyone else, right? But there's this other group being formed. Major Tom even got in front of the camera and decided to make some fail videos, right? He was terrible. And I was like, oh God, this is why he never went live. And then I was like, okay, I get it. They have their people in place. And then when Tony De Niro and Master Lauren reached back out to me and said, hey, come onto my channel and just talk AMC or just talk GameStop. You're not allowed to talk about AMC. I was like, But I'm so enamored. I'm so driven by GameStop and getting it out to people. I didn't care that I wasn't allowed to talk about AMC and that because I agreed to it as a man. I was like, no, okay, no problem. I could have, but I just didn't want to be disrespectful because I'm not a disrespectful kind of guy. And I was like, okay, I'm going to kill him with GameStop stuff, but not knowing what was really coming behind that. They've asked me back to the channel, and I said, fuck you, I'll never go back, because I'm going to talk AMC this time. I'm going to say, why are you guys assholes? Why don't you guys understand? Why are you guys misleading people? But while you do all of that, I started getting DMs again from other people, from another whole group of people that believed that all of these guys were tied together. Says, oh, no, wait a minute. Tony De Niro, he's tied with Bigums, and he's tied with Pantheon. They're all tied together in the same network, in the same Discord, and they're getting paid. And I was like, what do you mean they're getting paid? So then I see an AMC Bigums video, and I see across the screen, it says, Grandpa Barney, $100. Grandpa Barney, $200. Then I go over to a live stream, and it shows you Tony De Niro, Grandpa Barney, Master Lauren, Grandpa Barney, Boss Blunts, Grandpa Barney. He's paying everybody money, this guy. Guys, you guys think, no super chats, don't worry about it. I don't need it. When you guys start understanding what's going on around here, I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. And what kind of tipped me off was Markets with May. Markets with May goes live for the very first time. Boom. Live. Hi. Okay, Markets with May. You're a financial advisor. Your website's connected to your damn thing. Everything's there, right? and she says, I recommend 3 videos for you to watch. 3 videos for you to watch. And she names off the 3 people. And then she named off Major Tom, Thomas Ledwick. And I said, there's no fucking way. There's no way that a new YouTuber in this planet that just happened to come onto the scene is going to tell you out of nowhere, her very first live stream, Major Tom. No way. What? You guys don't even know who it is. Type in Major Tom right now. You're going to get a song from some band or from somebody. It's not going to be, you're not going to find the financial guy. So I'm like, okay, I get it. I get it. They're all connected, right? And then this morning, Ape Andy, he solidified it for me. I was like, you mother... Check it out.
Lady Apes, gentlemen apes, hi, this is Ape Andy.
God.
It's been
Never had a
while,
better mic.
And some of the viewers are saying, Andy, Ape Andy, it's time for a photo. Hey, I'm just a retail, I'm just an ape like all of you. Love GME and AMC. And a couple of days ago, got a tweet message from Uncle Barney. Shout out to Uncle Barney. Yeah, thanks for reminding me. I need.
His name's not Uncle Barney. It's Grandpa Barney. And I know it for a fact.
To do some videos. So,
and he told you to do some videos.
This video is about the ape community, retail investors, and what we should do in times like these. And of course, we love GME and we love AMC. Now, the overall market situation is that we all know what happened to Silicon Valley Bank. It collapsed. And we also know what happened to Signature Bank. It was placed under FDIC's. And so things are happening to banks. Now, the root cause of the situation that's happening to the banks like Silicon Valley Bank and Signature Bank are not exactly the same. But the overall situation, for example, on Silicon Valley Bank is that there was super...
I can't watch this guy for 10 minutes, guys. I'm going to turn him off, okay? I don't give a damn what he has to say. I'm just letting you know, you said who is Grandpa Barney? I don't know. Let's go over here. Let's go to AMC Bigums real quick. The guy who tries to make fun of people doing drugs. He thinks it's funny. And that's his picture. But let's go look at his live stream. We'll just pick one. Let's just go to any live stream right here.
This will go straight to a hedge fund.
And let's go here. And let's play it at ×2. Just because whatever it is speed. And I want you to look right here. Who's his moderator?
How's everyone doing? I'm going to announce it on live.
Grandpa Barney, mod.
We're going to talk about the squeeze, this play, how it fucks the shorts. I've been looking at a lot of stuff lately on this vote. And, I've been going back and forth. And finally...
Mute him, because I don't want to hear him. He's the absolute worst, this kid. And pushes out bullshit. A faceless wonder. Refuses to show you his face because once you see these guys' face and they got to tell you what they believe, you won't believe it. I tell you that all the time. The minute somebody puts their face on the camera, you won't believe it. That's how we know Tony De Niro's a lying snake. Look at him. You can tell. There's Grandpa Barney, $50. $50 right out the gate. Just to do the live stream. Guys, this guy already makes $3,000 off of YouTube. He doesn't need the $50, trust me. So we'll go ahead and we'll see another one. How do you feel about Marantz Rantz take? Oh, I want to hear that. Hold on.
All 5 of those pieces to get the same value as you would
they won't
one
say
piece
it.
of gold. That's
I
how much
didn't know
easier
someone was
it's
going
going
to
to
write
be
my
to sell
name.
that one item.
Hey, that's cool.
Now, everybody's worried about the prices that it has to get to because the float is lower.
Anybody say anything bad
it has
about
a
me?
way better chance of getting to those massive numbers. It's harder to come by those shares.
I'm playing it at ×2, guys, and his chat is so slow. For having
GNS, I think it was what? I think the float was like 16
22,000 people in there like they
now
did.
37 million because they have been a lot of convertible notes. Went over and they went ahead and they got triggered, which added.
That's how you get a yes vote.
The float is already basically doubled in GNS, but as you can see, it's very low. So you're seeing these big spikes. You're seeing these $1.50 moves for $1.50 moves on not as much volume.
Yeah, I don't care about that. All right, so he already gave him the $50. That's just on this live stream. You might find another one. We're talking every live stream, guys, 50 to $100, easy. This is for all YouTubers, all of them, every single one of them. Even Tony De Niro gets the super chat from Grandpa Barney. The only one who doesn't get it is Phil For Real, and he's like, oh yo, so he makes him a whole song. Here we go. Is that another $50? Another $50 just to start the stream, bro. It's embarrassing. It's like they're trying to get the super chat started. It's like, hey, I'll start it out and let's see if we can get this going. Come on, man. Get it going. Refinancing debt, auction off the Times, which is a lie. Look at this one. I don't care where you start it, where you get in. They start talking. Maybe Grandpa Barney was in the hospital for this one. If you guys remember that one, they were like, shout out to Grandpa Barney, he's in the hospital. I don't know if you guys remember this stuff. I've seen them all. I watch all this so you guys don't have to. Oh, there it is at the bottom. I apologize because I went full screen. My bad. It's over there. So I don't know. There they all are. ML, you see this guy right here? ML? MC, I mean, gives out money to this one, De Niro, Boss Blunts, and Massalorian, all at the same time. Every day. Every time they go live. So you just got to know who they are. But yeah, that's who it was in that chat. So, and you know who put me onto this? It was Froggy Stocks. Froggy Stocks said, hey, man, Grandpa Barney's paying these dudes hundreds of dollars a day whenever they come on live stream. I'm like, really? And they had it all. They had them all. They had a list. When I looked at it from, I want to say on the live streams from December 22nd to January 10th, right when Antara got announced, that whole time frame, he had given out over $1,200 in super chats to these guys. And he's just one guy. I had another guy gave out $500. And I just don't understand what would be the push. But hey, GameStop getting pushed down. Let's get back to the stock. Let's get back to the chat. Let's go back to the fun. I'm going to go and roll up on this, and I'm going to read it all to you guys. So, Step Bro, what's going on? Thank you guys. Cheers so much. I appreciate you guys. If you guys, we didn't go over something. Hold on. Don't let me just start going over the chat right now. I missed a lot of it, but I don't care. We'll get to it. Shout out. I thought I saw Dunny Guns in here. What's up, Dunny? This low is great. If you're buying Bed Bath & Beyond, Dunny Guns, because you're one of those guys who follows Cosmic a lot, I know you do, you're going to lose every dollar you put into Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm sorry to tell you this, but this is not great. I don't think you guys even understand what the hell you're buying. And that's just the way it goes down. Marantz says diamond hands, dollar cost average down again. Yeah, and don't ever call me the Boss Blunts of GME. One, I live a healthy life. Two, I'm not an idiot. Okay, so there you guys go. Marantz says Tony De Niro of GameStop. Debt collector, I will slap you. I will slap you right where you stand, bro. God, dude, that is the worst. Joe, you can call me Boss Blunts all you want. Don't call me Tony De Niro. Oh, hell no. No, man. That guy. How about I'm the Marantz of the Marantz? How about that? All right. So anyway, I'll get back to you guys in a minute. I think Pam, the trader, is also an infiltrator. She's a moderator on all three. Oh, I know all that. Yeah, all of them are. She's the worst. She's everywhere. Yeah, no, these are people, your neighborhood's dog. These are people that are lonely. They're lonely and they don't have a life. So what they do, they cling on to this fairy tale that's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. Guys, none of those companies are going to explode the way you think they are. It's just not going to happen. What homework? I'd love to hear about it. Oh, yeah. Okay, Expert. Let's do this in real time. In case you guys missed the video that I put out about Bed Bath & Beyond, I want to explain this. I want to elaborate. Everyone out here is upset because Bed Bath & Beyond did not announce who was buying the shares, that they are diluting their stock, and or who owns the warrants, right? And it says it clear as day. If you go to dilutiontracker.com, it said it on there, but like I like what these guys say. Like, I'll give you one. Here, watch this shit. I can't even make this shit up, guys. This is how dumb people are. This is Scavenger, okay? Scavenger, he tried to go live. His live streams are terrible. I think he found that out. But here he is yesterday. I can't even make this up.
what was initially intended.
Hold on.
I thought that this vote was going to be much closer, but obviously, you know, the numbers don't lie. It shows that a lot more people are aligned in their thinking than, you know, what was initially intended. So it's a really cool thing. It definitely makes me feel better about, you know, a lot of people have, you know, are just at least, whether it's right or wrong, are thinking alike. So I like that.
Can you imagine what his hair looks like without the hat? Like, I mean, this guy needs a haircut, but he can't afford one. He's always walking around, too. Like, it's so cool to walk around a lake, or I don't know where the hell he's at in Michigan. But the crazy part for me, and I don't even make fun of his parents. It's not that. I'm sorry. It's just you're easy picking. But I have a problem here, Scavenger. You're always so positive about the outcome, about what's coming. What do? You're telling people that you're a day trader. You're telling people this is going to squeeze. But listen to your rationale right now. Unbelievable.
That being said, obviously today drove us down with hardly any volume once again.
Stop. Hardly any volume. I believe it was like double the volume of the 3-month period of this is crazy. Let's go ahead and go to it really quick because I don't like it when people just say shit. They drove us down with hardly any volume. Let's see. This is APE, AMC, on the daily chart. We'll go back to it. Yesterday. So they had no volume for this day. Look at this. The volume for the day was 34 million, 26 million, 16 million, 19 million. That's no volume. 15 million. Nope, 15 million. Boom, 64 million. I'd say that's some volume to be driven down because I'll tell you what, it's no different than your pumps that you were having at 113, 106, 22 million. Oh no, but it's falling all the way down. Yeah, guys, it's not us. No way. Are we selling? No way. Really? $4.15. Hello, $3. Hey, and trades. I'm so happy this guy retired, bro. Oh man, that was the earliest retirement I ever seen. He's the Gale Sayers of the YouTuber community. I don't know who had a small, short career. Bo Jackson, yeah, came out the gate. Yeah, I'm Bo Jackson. I can't give him that much credit. This guy is absolutely terrible. Ryan Leaf. Go for it, Ryan Leaf. If you guys don't like my analogies, I apologize. If you guys don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but look at this, guys. Market cap 2.1. 2.1. Hey, guys, if that one's going down, that means APE must be going up. Hold on. APE? Oh, shit. It's not going up. What the hell's wrong here? APE, 983. That means they're under $3 billion market cap. No way. There's just no way that's possible. It's not real. It's all synthetic. It's all fake. There's no way that we're that low. AMC, how could we be this low? This is not real, AMC. Well, who's selling off? I want to know. This is some bullshit, bros. I don't believe this. I don't believe it. I don't care what you tell me. I do not believe the 415. Do you know why I keep saying I don't believe? I don't believe. It can't be true.
But again, it's only Tuesday. Every time AMC has good news, we get driven to the ground. AMC, you know, magically got pulled off the thresholds list. No upwards price movement happened. So the question to me is, where do those FTDs go? They're still there. I think that they just didn't put us on the list. It's no different than Webull not, you know, calling this stock a hard to borrow stock when it is a hard to borrow stock, right? It doesn't take much to just not put something on the list. I still think shares are hard to borrow. I still think that there's millions of FTDs, and I still think that, you know, what they used to drive AMC down today was bullshit, and I don't see how they did that, right?
I don't think. Nobody gives a fuck what you think. They care about what you can prove. God, oh my God, this is so gross. Oh, I feel dirty just watching this video for you guys. Oh, I feel dirty. Oh, so just to recap. What Scavenger's saying. Scavenger is saying that he does not believe that the threshold list is correct. He doesn't believe Webull's correct because they don't call it hard to borrow. It's hard to borrow. No, it's not. Adam Aaron said it's not hard to borrow. Adam Aaron said there's no synthetics. Oh, no, you don't believe him, or do you? Oh, my God. Hold on, my heart hurts, guys. This guy's fucking hilarious.
It happened, and really not that much. We're talking like $1, right? But I don't see where they were able to locate.
Hold on. Hear that again. I love to hear this. Hold on.
It's bullshit, and I don't see how they did that, right?
Yeah, we know.
It happened, and really not that much. We're talking like $1, right? But I don't see where they were able to locate these shares.
Came off the threshold list. So the fact that it didn't go up because these FTDs, maybe you don't understand. I don't know who told you that because something's on the threshold list for FTDs that they weren't delivered, therefore the stock will go up when they deliver them. What does that have to do? Delivering shares has nothing to do with buying shares on the market. The correlation is not the same. I don't know how these guys did this DD, but it's failed. It's failed every time. And I'll tell you this, scavenger, just so you're clear. If everyone thought the way you do, i.e. something's on a threshold list because the FTDs weren't delivered, right? That doesn't mean that they have to go buy them on the open market today. As in if they didn't already. Maybe there was just something in the system that didn't deliver them to that brokerage. Just maybe. But if you listen to it your way, then what the hell? What are we doing? Why don't we all just go buy every share, every company that's on the threshold list? Let's do that every day because it's going to go up once they deliver, right? With the way you're thinking. Or is it just your stock? Is that it? Is it just that? My bad, bro. And $1? No, it only went down $1. It's not a lot. From 5 to 4 is 20%. $1 is heavy as fuck right now. It's okay. We only lost 20%. You know what you got to do to get back that much? Do you understand what I mean by that? Or maybe you don't know math. Here, I'll do it for you. When a stock is at $5 and it loses 20%, it's now at 4. If it gains 20%, it only goes up to 480. It doesn't go back. Is that right? I want to make sure I'm right on that. 10% is 40 cents. Yeah, 80 cents. 480. It doesn't go back to here. The percentages are drastic when you lose something. To gain it back, it's even harder. The stock's going to be $3. Jackass. I'll wait for you. Jackass. Hey, man, I watch Happy Gilmore. Jackass. Never mind. Let's go. Hey, you don't understand how it happened, but you don't believe it either. You're just one of those guys. I don't believe it. They just left us off the list. That's what it was. I was invited to the party. My name's not on the list. Check it again. Check it again, doorman. It's AMC. That means I get in this building because I'm a future millionaire. No, man, you're not on the list here, man. You got to go. Hey, scram, bro. Get out of here. Go park the cars.
To sell because, again, the inflow beats outflow. There's more coming in than going out. And again, it happened as soon as the webcast happened, right? It's no different than when Jerome Powell comes out to speak and the entire market sells off. This was an algo that did what it was going to do, regardless of if the shares were available or not. So I'm really not concerned. I'm feeling really good.
Yeah.
I think fundamental.
Hey, this guy can't even look in the camera when he says it, okay? I'm not concerned. I'm feeling good. Hey, back to you over here. Who's this jerk? Who is this guy that just typed right now? Johnny One Tap. Hey, Johnny One Tap. Don't know who's right or who's wrong, but you're funny, bro. I know who's not wrong. I'll tell you that. I might not be right, but I'm not wrong. Let that sink in. Shit. I'm not wrong when it comes to AMC. I'm not wrong when it comes to Adam Aaron. I'm not wrong when it comes to Scavenger. What a fitting name. Scavenger. Bunch of scavengers. Just going around. Got any more of those views? Any more of those super chats, bro? Join my Discord. There's 19 spots left. Don't worry. You don't have to pay the first month. We're going to guarantee you a return because we're day traders and we're good at it. We're good. We've been day traders since December. Yep. I went live and we're day traders instantly and we're making money, guys. Yeah. Are you a professional gambler too? Are you a professional handicapper too? Is that it? Guys, I'm a motivational speaker, guys. Join my level up. Join my Discord to level up. Me and Don. Oh, no schooling. No, self-taught. This self-taught day trader is telling you, oh, he's not worried. You want to start with me, bruh? Yeah. FJB, man.
And I'm feeling really good.
Yeah, you are.
I think knowing fundamentally that AMC is going to thrive and be able to pay off debt and be able to continuously keep raising cash if they need to, is going to drive the shorts out.
I don't know. Like, who's this stupid? They're going to continue to raise cash if need to, which they need to. It's going to drive the shorts out. Guys, if you need to raise cash, that means you're not making any. Therefore, the shorts come in. And how do you make cash? You dilute the shareholder value, i.e. ape, i.e. a dilution of any kind. And what exactly does that do for you, the shareholder? Or you don't hold any shares, maybe you just hold options. I mean, you are a day trader. So I'm trying to figure this out. Help me, help you. Brother, this guy. Oh, they don't even understand the logic. It's so elementary. This stock is going to go to shit. Wherever shit is.
I mean, that's just the reality. We are secure now. We're secure. Popcorn's here. Movies are coming back, and now we have the capability to raise cash at a way higher share price, right?
A higher share price. As if people care about what a share costs. Or are you oblivious? Why would somebody want to pay higher price for your piece of shit? Have you ever done this before, Scavenger? Have you ever gone to like the phone book? Or no, go to the newspaper. I was growing up, we used to read the classifieds. I know, not exactly the thing to do when you're a kid, but my mother worked for the classified section of the newspaper. She was the director of advertising or the manager of the classified section, whatever she was, I don't even know. And I was like, yeah, Mom, what's up? She'd be like, read the classifieds. So we read the classifieds. We'd see, you see the personals, you see dogs for sale, and then you see automobiles for sale. And then as you go through, you're like, yeah, they're selling a green Gremlin. 200,000 miles, busted up engine. Oh, yeah, right door doesn't work. $500 best offer. Call. And you call. And you call. Hi. Hello, Bob? Yes, I'm calling about that ad in the paper, Bob. Oh, yeah, the one about the Gremlin. $500, broken, busted out windows, no back seat. Yeah. I'm just calling to let you know I'm not in the market for a big piece of shit right now, so I'll have to call you back later. Click. Guys, come on. Give me a break here. This kid has not grown up in the real world at all. He's the most beta male dude I've ever seen on YouTube. Look at this.
Movies are coming back, and now we have the capability to raise cash at a way higher share price, right? So we don't have to dilute as many shares.
You don't have to dilute as many shares, but somebody does. Somebody does. You think that somebody wants to buy your big piece of shit at a higher price. They don't even want to buy it at $3. People would be buying in on AMC right now, and I'm talking about private equity, if they wanted to leverage it, right? But they won't even do it at $3. You couldn't find a buyer at $2 in the year 2020. You went to Mudrick. Adam Aron's never sold shares to the public. He's only sold shares to distressed credit investors. Only. Every time he does a share offering, it's to Mudrick, it's to Antara, it's to Silver Lake, it's to someone. Not people like you. You're the fucking fool. And you're bringing people with you.
Which is an incredible thing with AMC. It's an incredible thing rather than having to dilute millions of ape, at $1 because the market can manipulate ape down and short ape down and artificially create a price on ape that's bullshit. So I'm feeling good about it. It makes sense to dilute at higher prices and lower prices. I don't care what reason we're in this play for. For me, it's a short squeeze, but again,
for me, it's a short squeeze, but again, why do you say it? Why do you even talk? Why do you care about the fundamentals of this company, i.e. the long-term growth of this company, if it's just a short squeeze? Show me. How long have you been here, Scavenger? Oh, you just started doing YouTube recently? How long have you been opening shares? You say you've owned them forever, right? You got little ears, by the way. I'm being told you have little ears. Those little ears, they're smaller so I don't have to hear you with, Marantz. Why? What big nose you have, sir? It's so big so that I could smell you, Marantz. But what about your buck teeth? Well, it's so I can eat these apples, Marantz. That's all I'm going to eat the rest of my life. Hey, let me tell you something, Scavenger. You telling people it's a short squeeze and then telling them to hold forever, and basically, it's going to be forever. There's no squeeze here. Diluting the shares. No, another thing, you saying that it's at a higher price. Did you know if I'm going to put money into a company, right? All I'm going to do is this. I'm not going to ask how many shares am I getting. I'm going to say, okay, I'm going to give you $10 million. How much of a percentage of the company do I own? Oh, I only own that much? Fuck that. I'm not putting that money in. I want to own the whole thing. You want $100 million? You better give me 10% of this company. So go figure out the share amount, that whatever it costs, and give me that many shares. That's what I'm paying for them. No one's going to buy your shitty ass company, a portion of it at $25, $30 a share. No one. Go sell it to the public. See how that works out. Go ask Ape. They tried it. What did Adam Never say? We waited a month because we were worried about what you guys would think if we started selling right away. And when you wait a month, what happens? It gets fucking butchered. By the time he was ready to sell, it was $2 a share. He didn't know what to do. He's not the real one. He's not the right CEO, and he did it on purpose because he's worried about shareholders. You? Who the fuck are you? Who is this guy? Get him the fuck out of here, eh? You?
You still have to use your brain power to realize that diluting at higher prices is smarter than diluting at lower prices. So I really just don't see anything bad. You know, a lot of people are going to talk about how
diluting at higher prices is better than diluting at lower prices, in all things being equal. But you did a reverse stock split, you jackass, to get there. It's not like you're diluting the same float. You have a new float where you have shortened up everyone's ownership of this company 80 to 90%, and you're telling me that that's a good thing for shareholders. It's a good thing for the company, not for shareholders.
reverse stock splits destroy companies, yes. With companies that typically do a reverse stock split, it's because they need cash, they have no more cash, their business model is dying, and it's a last-ditch effort to raise cash. But AMC's different.
AMC's different. AMC's dying. The industry's dying. They have no cash. They need cash. How is it any different? Tell me how it's different. Let's go. I want the spin of the year. Go.
Because AMC has the retail backing. AMC fundamentally is growing stronger. It's not a dying business model. We're coming back. That's the difference between AMC's reverse split and, you know, other companies that unfortunately are just heading into the gutter that need a reverse split to kick the can down the road, right? It's completely just not, it's not even comparable with AMC in my opinion. So that's just my outlook, guys, but we'll be back, maybe do a couple lives this week. But that being said, I hope you guys are excited because 90% of us are aligning the way we think. So definitely a good thing, especially when we're all in this together. So
we're all in this together. Yes, I know. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. We're all... Go get Zac Efron, bro. Have him dribble around a basketball with you, and we can all figure this out together. Because I'm telling you right now, Vanessa Hudgens ain't walking through the door. Not for your ugly ass, but more so than that. You're ignorant. Ignorant. The domestic box office just hit a 25-year low with Avatar in the goddamn movie theater, with Wakanda, with Black Adam. Oh, wait, I can only name 3 movies? Yes, I know there's more movies coming out this year. But guess what? Hollywood holds the reins to what comes out. And Netflix still exists. Hulu still exists. HBO still exists. So what are you thinking? Yes, sir. Dum da dum dum. Dum da dum dum dum. I gotta go read that Center View Partners. I don't know how I got there. All right. Did we talk about this? We talked about this last night. My bad, bros. Hey, bros, I apologize. Broke Malone is thumbs up. Post Malone? We can call him, yeah. He looks like Broke Malone. Oh, yeah, you can call him that if you want. I'm not going to call him that. Post Malone looks like a drug addict. Ugh. All right. Rear naked choke. Is that what you said? For sure. I don't know. You guys, hey, I don't want to hurt nobody. I don't even talk about that stuff. What does the GME share price and dividends look like post any squeeze? I understand you are holding long term. What would the benefit be to a small XXX holder like me? Nah, sorry, I'm new. Okay, Michael. Michael, let me help you out a way of thinking about that. That's a good question, man. You know, anyone who has a small position, sorry, PPCs, I think about you all the time. My bad, bro. Oh shit, I'm sorry, guys. Hey, listen. Hey, I apologize. You got a small position. All right, listen. Sorry, dude. I do that. So why the fuck are you ranting on? What is your thesis? Arvid, why are you so upset, man? Why am I ranting on? What is my thesis? I don't know. There's 1,200 videos on the channel. Go watch them. Shit, bro, you just walked in. It's like you're walking in the middle of a family argument, and you're like, what's your point, bro? I don't know. Do you know who the fuck we are? Because that's the first time I ever seen you here. Oh, let's go. Arvid, I'm coming back for you in a bit, okay? And you'll want to know you got to get more in depth. Like, what is my thesis about? What? I talk about everything. I talk about banks. I talk about AMC, APE, HYMC, Bed Bath & Beyond, Kohl's, Costco, GameStop, Target, Best Buy. I talk about a lot of stuff. Nordstrom. I pick one. Holy shit. Any position in GameStop is better than holding thousands of AMC. That is absolutely correct. Now, our Arvind Patek. Arvind Patek. No, normal names just don't exist. I know. Hey, man, listen. Remind me about what you want to talk about in a minute, okay? Because I got to do some stuff. Mad at Marantz for ranting. I can't even get with these people. Bro, the show is called Marantz Rantz. Like, literally. Hey, guys, if my show was Marantz Gets Naked, my ass better be naked. The whole time. I better be out here doing, jumping jacks. Yes. Handstands. Yes. Clapping my feet together. First of all, there are not 1,200 videos, and secondly, you don't have a stand on AMC. What do you mean? First of all, I have over 1,200 videos. The fuck? The hell is wrong with you? Do you even know, guys? These guys walk in here and they're like, "Oh yeah, he's just a YouTuber. He's just some guy." Yeah, Here you go. What does it say here? 1.2K videos. Yeah, go for it. You go about. When did he start? I don't know. Before anybody ever said AMC's going to the goddamn moon. Or, oh, here we go, guys. Jump onto the cliff. Jump on. I need to update this. Oh, I need to update it. How do I update this? Right here. There's not 5,000 of us. There's over 6,000 now. What the hell's wrong with you? How long has Marantz been around? What's he been saying? What's his first video I ever say? Very first video. Don't bother me with this penny stock. This pump and dump called AMC. My very first video. This guy. First of all, there's not 1,200. Naked cooking with Marantz, bro. I'd be doing this shit. Grandpa Martinez. Hey, do you have a stand on AMC? I'm sorry, Michael. I'm going to answer your question a little bit, Michael. I want to address this AMC stand. Apparently, no, I don't have a stand. I have a rollover and die method when it comes to AMC. Fuck, dude. Hey, Arvind, I'm gonna help you. Average 5 subscribers per video. You might know your balance sheet, but your YouTube game is weak. Uncle Eric, but you're here. My YouTube game is weak. Hey, anybody know what a snowball looks like? Hey, I'm gonna tell you, Uncle Eric, you ever invest money in a 401k? Have you? You know how it starts? About $20. You know where it ends up? I don't know, a couple million. I'll let you figure it out. Hey, y'all. Welcome back. All right, so hold on, guys, because I want some of this right here. First off, Arnaud, what's his name? What am I going to call him? AP. Yo, AP. AP, how you doing, man? Welcome back. Welcome back to Marantz Rantz. Plenty of good information, a little bit of motivation, a whole lot of truth, no financial advice. If you ever want to talk about AMC to me, we got to take it back to about 2013. That is December 19th, 2013, when AMC officially went public. Why did it go public? It went public because you see a lot of the same trends that happen with private equity right now. When companies finally get overstretched and overleveraged, they have to find money and funding elsewhere. Private is not the way to go. So you take it out of the private sector and you go public. The companies that own this company, when it went public, Bain Capital, Apollo, all the distressed credit investors were already involved. AMC went to the table with $2 billion in debt, 2.1 to be exact. And I'm going to tell you, they went in there with the business plan of what exactly? To fail. Apollo appointed Adam Aron on the board of directors a year later. When he appointed them to the board of directors and they went ahead and they were 2014, 2015, 2016, that time frame, what happens with AMC? They instantly, within 6 months of Adam Aron getting into a new industry that he's never worked on, instantly overextends himself to buy out 700 dead movie theaters between the Carmike movie theaters and Odeon movie theaters deal. Spends another $2 billion. Therefore, they're now buried at $4.7 billion in debt. All the while, this industry has not made a profit since 1998. Go through every year for AMC. They've had a minimal year at like $140 million that they made, but $140 million for the 1 year that they make it can't pay off $5 billion. And that was 2018. Now they fired their CFO. They get a new accounting firm to cook the books called Ernst & Young. Maybe you've heard of them. Maybe you haven't. 2019, here we come. They're ready to lay off people, start stretching it out, but COVID saves them. COVID saves them because COVID shuts down their whole operation. Shuts down their whole operation. They just said, you know what? In the skies of what it is, we're going to dilute this stock. But as they were diluting this stock and making turns, Apollo is the one at hand. Adam Aron is Apollo. Maybe you don't know this part either. Adam Aron's best friend is Josh Harris. Josh Harris owns the 76ers. What did Adam Aron used to do? He used to run the 76ers, right? President. Adam Aron used to work for Vel Resorts. That's Apollo-owned company as well. They're still owned by Apollo. Diamond Resorts, Apollo, him. Norwegian Cruise Lines, Apollo, him, still on the board of directors. Are you tracking yet? It's really easy. Now he's here to gut this company inside and out. And what do? They go down a couple of floors in their building, the Solo building, right? The Solo, it's called Solo. Solo building in New York. They go down a couple of floors and they go to this floor that's called Silver Lake. And Silver Lake Capital, Silver Lake Financials, whatever, Silver Lake Financial Management, I don't know what the hell they call themselves. Silver Lake is actually started and funded by one of the originals from Apollo. It's really easy. They walk in, they get their money, they dilute the shares, it's a done deal. That's a partnership. Fast forward to December of 2020. Adam Aron in the earnings call says we no longer have to dilute anymore. We've done enough. What he didn't tell you was that he lifted the clause for the insiders to hold shares. He said they can all sell off right now because here we go. We're about to dilute this shit to the ground. But yet he told the shareholders in the annual shareholders meeting, which I've already listened to, we're okay. We have enough cash to survive till 2021. Through the whole 2021. They sell the company for $2 a share to Mudrick. Mudrick buys the company. They buy warrants, whatever it is. They own them. They exercise them the minute this shit triggers in January 28th. That's what increased the stock, the price for AMC. It wasn't GameStop. It wasn't anything. It was the warrants. And because of that, they halted it. They said, wait a minute, hold on. The warrants were exercised that day by Mudrick. Go look at it. I'll wait. But as you start seeing what happened, the manipulation of YouTube, the manipulation of people, you found out what AMC was. It was the hedge to GameStop. So now you have it infiltrated with numerous people and numerous personalities on YouTube. And you're telling me to go buy it? Why? They're going to dilute it again and again and again. And why? Because Adam Aron couldn't believe the price he was getting per share. Oh my God, we're getting $13 a share? $15 a share? Oh my goodness. Everyone, he couldn't hold it in his pants long enough. He went and gifted shares to his kids. Then what does he do? He tells you he's going to sell. And as this shit pumps to the sky, he's sitting there. Oh, man, he's not selling at 60. He didn't sell at 50, guys. He only sold at 40, 30, and 20. Go, wouldn't you? What would you do right now? That's MOAS. MOAS is $15 on this stock. But this company has buried itself in debt with no chance of recovery. Zero chance. I'm talking about there is no chance at all. It's a certainty. It's going to go bankrupt. I said this 2 years ago. I said it a year ago, and I'm saying it right now. And the people that have been here for 2 years, guess what they're saying? We know, Marantz. We read the balance sheet just like you. Where are you going to find $3 billion? You're either going to go bankrupt or you're going private. Either way, shareholders lose. There is no short squeeze. There are no synthetics. Did you see the video yesterday? Adam Aaron basically berating an investor. You don't know what you're talking about. There's no synthetics. Do you think he would say that in a public forum? Think he would tell that to all the shareholders? You guys would all run because nobody wants to hear the truth. What's my thesis on AMC? They make $0. That's my thesis. You think that company's getting stronger? They lost $1 billion last year. $1 billion with a B. Do you have any idea how much money that is? GameStop lost $90 million last quarter, and people are like, oh, they're no good. AMC loses $1 billion in a dying industry, and you think it's not a problem. They lost $1 billion when their partners went bankrupt. Why didn't they inherit any of that foot traffic? Why wasn't there an uptick in sales? Domestic box office down to $1.9, $1.7 billion. AMC's cut $900 million. Really? Get the hell out of here. Spider-Man did better. Michael Tab, I keep talking about AMC because somebody asked a question. You don't ask that question, I don't talk about it. I'm already going on to Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm ready to talk Bed Bath & Beyond. History, debt, forward-looking opinion. I agree. They have lost 14 out of 18 quarters reported loss. Question is synthetics. Okay, let's do this. It's not 14 out of 18 quarters loss. Go back further. You want to see a trend on something? Go back further. Go to 1999 to now, and then you tell me what's lost. Not only are they were $550 million down on the balance sheet when they went public, and that's just operational losses. I'm not counting corporate debt. We wouldn't be talking AMC if it wasn't being manipulated by private equity. Same way they tried to manipulate GameStop. Exactly. GameStop was infiltrated. GameStop was a profitable company for many years, up until 2018. 2018 was the Fortnite effect. It changed the world. It did. Top line revenue of 7,500 buildings came down. So what did GameStop do? They had to start cutting losses quickly. But someone had to go in there and right this ship. There had to be a hostile takeover, and it was GameStop. But when they got there, who was in the damn stock? KKR was there. Boston Consulting Group was there, giving out ideas. And no, we don't need your help. There's still profit here. This company still makes a difference. They're totally different. As far as synthetic shares go, there's never been. There's no such thing. Like, I hope people know this. They don't have to make more. If you want a company, a share price to go down, when it goes up, understand who's taking profits the whole way through. All of you who have been confused, indoctrinated, manipulated, to think that 100% return on your money is not enough, you are all ridiculous. If I sent you to work and you said, you know what, I'm going to make this $25 an hour, But then someone says, you know what? Nah, I'm going to give you 50. You would work every hour they asked of you. And you would never stop working. You would overwork yourself just for that 100% increase in pay. But when you put your money on the markets, apparently no one is interested in 100%. Because someone out there pushed Houston Wade in front of you and said, no, infinite. We can go all the way to the top and they have infinite losses. Have you figured out that they're smarter than you? Have you figured out that they were only leveraged on one play? They got greedy on one side of it? Have you figured that part out yet? Every $20 I put into GameStop, I'm looking at 40. I just need to put in more. I just need to put in another $10. That's how this works. Captain Redverse is waiting in the chat in Discord. Let me go see what we got here. I don't know who this is in our Discord. Guys, listen up. Our Discord is completely free. It's never going to cost you $1. Okay? Our Discord is completely free, and it always will be. It's right here. It's in the description of the video. I don't know if it's pinned to the top of the chat right now. I don't know what's going on with our Discord, but it's always here. If you guys need to pin it, you guys can pin it. You know how to do all this. I'm not a fan either, but GameStop has a way better business model, and you need to maintain a movie theater. Yes, absolutely. Marantz, is there a short squeeze probable for GameStop for 2023 for GameStop? I know it's as stable as a long-term investment. Lamont, I'm not looking at it towards a short squeeze at all in 2023. I look at the markets and I look at what's happening with the world, and I think everything's downtrending. But what I would look towards is, can GameStop show that they have cut enough of the fat and that they are profitable, or they're leaning towards that way? I mean, listen, guys, this comes out right now during earnings and it says, hey, GameStop lost 10 cents a share. That's a win. That's a win. GameStop lost 20 cents a share, and you're like, that's a win. I mean, I'm talking about negative outcome on earnings is still a win considering what you're up against. The whole world is crumbling, and we're still staying afloat at $15. And what people don't understand, $15.78 is actually $60. We were at $2 when AMC was there. We're at $60 a share. We never came back down to the levels that was when they shut down GameStop during the Capitol Hill hearings. DFV saying there, I like the stock. The stock price was $43. We're still at 60. And give or take some change, we're still, $62. I think GameStop's going to post some great earnings. I think GameStop has a great business model. And I think after you get out of this recession-filled time frame, this inflationary time frame, give it a year, give it 2 years. I don't care. I'm not like you guys. I'm not here for that spring action. I'm here for the forever action. And why? Because I think that and the way I see fundamentals is that it can make it into the S&P 500. And it can find a dividend to pay out every quarter. And now we're going to go ahead and answer the other question here that we had earlier. Magus, I don't have to spin the earnings. They speak for themselves. I'm telling you right now, I don't have to. If you don't think people are buying anything at GameStop, stick around and find out. If you have a little bit of shares and you're wondering, what is it going to do for you? Let's just say you had 50 shares. You have 50 shares today. Oh, excuse me. I was yawning and talking at the same time. Sounded like an angel was having an orgasm in heaven. Thank you. I'm going to get to the guy in the chat right now. But if you had 50 shares and GameStop pays a dividend, let's just say they start paying, and I'm ballparking figures, I'm going to be nice, a quarter. 1 quarter. They're going to give you, let's just say you have 40 shares. We'll do 40 shares. And you get a quarter per share. You literally would have $10 dividend each quarter. That will equal $40 a year. That will probably give you a share and a half a year. But in addition to that, you're still going to be adding to your position. So that increases as well. It's like a rolling snowball. So in 10 years from now, if you're averaging about 1 share a week, which is $20, right? You're going to have 52 quarters. Like you're going to have 10 more dollars, and then you get another share on top of that. And the compound of it all over time, the battle of attrition, something that started out with $20 a day, you will sit there in 10 years from now and you'll have $10,000 to $20,000 off of $20. And those $10,000 to $20,000 might not make you the richest man on the planet, but you might be able to buy a car cash and or pay some surgery that you might need to. You need to be realistic with your life and with the outcome of what money is. No one is here to give you free money. You need to go earn it, and you need to go ahead and put it away. I put in so much money into GameStop, even today. When I said I have no more cash, I was not lying to you guys. I don't have any more cash. And yet I still found $60 to put in today, and that's a lot of money to me. I won't be coming back for that 60 anytime this month, next month, the next month, the next year, the next year. I know it's gone, but it's the grind that I put on myself. I put the $60 out today because why? Because guess what? I can live without it. I can. I can live without the $20 yesterday and the $20 the day before. It's $100 this week. I can live without. I'll do another 20 tomorrow, another 20 the next day. I just couldn't get away from these damn prices. But it's okay. I'm not overextended. Find your own purpose. Find your own buying pattern. But once you're in there and you agree with the company and you agree with what you're doing, you'll understand. You'll understand what the grind is. But remember, over 2 weeks ago, I told you about Head and Shoulders. I said it's going to 15, and now the bad news is I'm actually scared. However, I did average down and bought another 1,100 shares. I figured I'd lose the money on AMC anyway. Let me tell you something about that, about what you said, WRX, because half of it is true. The other part that's not true is that it matters. TA doesn't matter on this stock, and here's why. Do you play video games? Every day, Johnny One Tap. Every day. Played Rust last night. Played Rust. And was just killing everyone and everything going around. We raided some bases. It was fun. You're a wise dude. Thanks, Mark Anthony. I mean, it can happen, man. And our kids play video games without a doubt. I do play video games. Yeah, sure. Play TFT every night. Play League of Legends all night. Go ask Almo. Me and Almo played TFT the other night. It wasn't too good. I got 6th place. I think he got 8th. I don't remember. But I did well last night at the restaurant with my son. We did duos and we got 1st. There we go. So here's the thing, guys. WRX, nowhere in there did you see the banks crumbling, right? When the banks are going down like this, the whole market's coming down. It's a sell-off. You can't literally say like, oh, I called this move. That's why I tell you there's catalysts out there. There's events that happen that dictate what happens with the stock. That's the difference. So the weekly Wednesday is $60 incoming too. I told you, Stacks, you're doing great. Thank you for your response. Michael Craigo, yeah, man, Michael, keep doing God's work, man. Great channel. I appreciate you owning the float. I do. I respect what you have to say. I don't agree with the stocks you invest in. Obviously, we've had that discussion. But as far as respecting people for what they believe in, yeah, man. I mean, everyone's got their own path. And people are going to live and learn. Shit, everything I do, trust me, I'm a Cowboy fan. Guess what I stopped doing? I stopped putting money on the Cowboys. I stopped betting money on my Cowboys, and I love them. And I want them to win more than anything. But it was money wasted. That money went to GameStop. And there you go. I learned my lesson. I'll never bet on sports. Not that I had a sports addiction at all. Guys, I probably bet $20 a year on sports. Literally $20. And that's with my friends at work. Hey, $20, bro. $10 here, $5 there. I'm not betting anything. Hello, owning the float. We've never had a conversation, have we? Was on the preview last night. I don't know what preview, Marco Sullivan. You gotta let me know. I'm always doing things, but if anyone ever has these questions, they can always ask these questions. Come have a chat in the Discord, mate. I'm representing the UK. Oh, Matt Heatherton, I'm so sorry. I completely forgot. Let's go do it. Okay, so if you guys ever want to get on the channel, you know how to do it. Join the Discord, and you go down to the chat channel, and I'm here, and I'll talk to you. Oh, my goodness. Captain, how are you doing, sir? Let me see. Unmute. Are you there? Let me put you louder.
Yeah, man.
Oh, I can hear you. Perfect. All right, so that's good.
Yeah.
So you've been watching.
What's that?
You've been watching the channel?
Yeah, a little bit. I'm like a kind of in this from the start. Kind of bought some shares once I saw that Elon Musk tweeted and stuff, and I've been in it ever since and followed all the DRS movement and everything like that. And I'm just fascinated by the way it's all worked out with people predicting bank failures, things like that. It almost seems like a prophecy that's kind of coming true. So I was just wondering kind of what your thoughts are on what's happening, because I know there's been a lot of, I noticed something you said earlier about other YouTubers getting paid and things like that. And I do follow some of them as well. So I'm just interested to hear a little bit more about that, really.
Sure. So, well, first, the original DD that everyone's reading and going over, a lot of it's out there on the GME subreddits or even Superstock, all that.
Yeah, fascinating.
Yeah, so I've done interviews with Austin Tobit before. He and I, we partnered up for a interview, and we went over it to the point where it's kind of assuring that everyone's DD plays out this way, because there is a lot of common sense that comes involved, right? If you raise interest rates and you have to do it this way to curb inflation via a self-induced supply chain issue, yes, that's all because of COVID and free money. We knew what it was. Like somebody has to pay. And at what point? Like 3 years later?
Something's got to break, right?
Yep, something's got to break. And I didn't know what GameStop was. I didn't know that it was this crazy, this deep, but I definitely knew what AMC was, right? Like in my head, I was like, this is too good. This is not it. This is their play on us versus our play on them. And I don't think that the AMC crowd knew that going in, and they should have if they were ever hanging out here. But to fast forward it to the YouTubers, if you want to talk about that, I mean, I have so much experience on that note because I've talked to them all. We've literally had these conversations where they've told me I need to be nice or I'm not invited to the club. And I said, hell no, I'm not doing that. And, Jackson Hunter mocked me, Trey, Matt, TMI, Review Dork, numerous guys out there that were pocketing money from YouTube during this movement. And they were saying, oh, it's Marantz is the crazy one saying that we're all wrong. Well, they've all deleted their channels. They've all left, and they tucked their tail in and ran, and it's because of this. So, the common sense investor, here we go.
So your take is that kind of GameStop's the only real play, but a lot of people made money off of AMC, but you're saying that was just a ploy to...
Yeah, I'll tell you right now. Hold on one second. Common sense investor, come into the Discord, join the voice chat, and I'll get you on as well. I know you know how to do that part. I hope you know how to do that part. But come into my Discord. You'll figure it out. It's in the description of the video. But back to the question what you asked. You said, did I think that they were, here's the crazy part. I used to think certain people were bought and paid for, right? And then I kept watching them, and then I realized, this is a real person. Like, once I found out they were real people, then I'm like, okay, I'll talk to this guy. Like, I know the Marine's a real person. I know he's a real idiot, but he's a real person. I know Common Sense Investor is the same way because they think for themselves, okay? And the ones who don't think for themselves, the ones who see the very worst of the worst parts of the company, of the leadership, and yet they still speak positive, those are the ones where you're like, no way. There's no way. You can't change the outcome any other way. Like, nobody can explain to me how Boss Blunts and AMC Bigums even exist on this planet. No way.
That guy just seems to have a never-ending supply of money. Every time you watch one of his videos, he's buying more. I don't know what he does for a living, but I want to get in on that.
Well, he doesn't buy it. It's not. Those aren't real. Like, he says I put in $100,000. Right? It was $10,000 on call contracts. I mean, listen, I don't even want to talk about how much money people have, because it's misleading in a way. I don't want to tell people. Like, people come at me and they'll be like, oh yeah, you're broke, and I'm just like, yeah, you ever live in California? You ever You ever want to know how much something costs? Let me know. I'll tell you. They even know my address. These guys went ahead and looked up my address. They Googled it, my name. Obviously, I bought my home, and they're like, "Yeah, well, he's got this, $500,000 whatever thing." And I'm just like, "Yeah, I don't care." Like, guys, go pay mortgage, and then tell me if you can survive and still invest money on stocks. Let me know. Go pay your mortgage. Go buy 3 cars. Go have a whole list of all bills. And then still see what you have left if you live in California, what you can put into financing. So,
is your belief still that there is going to be a mother of all short squeezes at some point in time?
I don't do this talk. I don't know if you know this part. I stay away from this for a reason. But here's how this works. Let me invite somebody really quick, okay?
I'm one of those standard investors that saw it and thought, I'll jump on that and throw a few thousand at that in the hope that something happens.
Yeah. I'm with you. Hold on. We're gonna talk this out really quick. I just want to post this really quick in real time. So if anyone wants to come into the channel today, they can. It's right there. I'm gonna be here for two more hours, guys. So if you guys want to come chat, it's in the Discord. You can join the voice chat and we'll talk. So here's how this works. And I didn't get your name. Captain?
I'm Matt from London.
Matt from London. You know what's crazy, Matt? I don't know this to be a fact. I used to travel the world and talk to people, and they used to tell me that girls in Australia love the American accent. And then I would be like, well, I like the female accent in England, and then like everyone likes each other's accent. So then I was like watching YouTubers. And I'm watching a guy, Jamie and his brother. You know who they are, right? Who's the guy, Jamie? What's his name? Trade Spotting. Train Spotting?
And, yeah. I watched him. He's a very emotional guy.
Yeah. Those two failed YouTubers that talk shit about Ryan Cohen, and then they wonder why their whole YouTube channel went down. So those two guys from the UK, I watched them, and I was like, God, how do they feel watching an English guy like me, the way I speak and my tone? And I don't know if it's very endearing. Like, I don't know if people really want to watch that. You know what I mean? So it's just a little different for me when I hear somebody from out of the country with a different accent. I'm like, oh, you could make a YouTube channel and people would watch you and you'd be more believable. Kind of like Thomas James, right? Mr. AMC himself, where he shakes his body when he talks. And that's where I come about, where they have a YouTuber for every demographic. Every demo in the world, they have a YouTuber. And they'll have the old guy. They used to have an old AMC guy. And then he went away. They used to have the young kid, and then the minute he showed his face and he's a maskless kid, now they're like, oh, he sucks. They have a girl showing her cleavage every 10 seconds on Twitter. I have in the chat right now, let's see who this is before. This is the Common Sense Investor. Common Sense Investor, is that you, buddy? No, it's not you?
It's me.
Are you sure it's you, or are you just acting up?
It's me. I'm turning YouTube off.
Okay, yeah, turn YouTube off and just hang out with me, and I got you.
YouTube is off.
All right,
so let me see if I get I show my face here. I'm not one that, even though I'm ugly as sin,
you gotta turn on your camera. There you go.
There it comes. It's coming. Hold on.
Yeah, I know. That's what they all say. Let me see what I got here. Let me do this.
What's up, everybody? It's the Common Sense Investor coming at you from Marantz Rantz live stream.
Bro, your connection is like you're on the moon right now. That's how delayed your shit is. My God.
I am. I think I passed the moon a few minutes ago. I've just finished uploading my video on
what? A toaster?
The Allegheny lawsuit.
Yeah, I know you wanted to talk to me about this. All right.
Oh, what is this?
Well, hopefully.
I'm ready to hear this shit.
Well, before you do it, I just want to give. I want to tell Captain. Hey, Captain, I'm going to excuse you out of the channel for a little bit. I love you, brother. Thank you so much. I'm just going to have me and comment on here. But the questions that you ask about YouTubers, this is a guy right here that's not being paid by anyone but YouTube. All right, so I'm just giving you an example. Yeah. I don't think there's anybody out there paying him, because I don't know who would.
Nobody pays me but YouTube.
Yes.
Cool. Well, thanks for having me on. And yeah,
and they pay me
yes,
well.
sir. Thank you so much, sir. I don't know how to disconnect him, but there he did.
I don't want to get my demonetized.
No, you ain't gonna get me demonetized. Would you? Oh, don't be doing no stupid shit on this camera either. All right, so hold on.
I took a drink. I should have put it in the glass.
No, but here we go with you, young man. Before you start,
Allegheny.
Can I give you an introduction, or are you just gonna speak over me? God.
Everybody knows who the fuck I am.
That shit. Hey, y'all, listen up. This is the Common Sense Investor. He's right here live and direct from the trailer park. He's ready. And he said he don't like me. He said it like, don't get the shit twisted. I don't fucking like you, Marantz, but I'm going to say I'm sorry about you talking shit about Adam Aaron. I watch every fucking video you do there, buddy. I'm the one giving you the views. Don't you ever fucking forget it. But I'll tell you something, okay? Respect to you for coming out and saying that you agree with the fact that Adam Aaron is the problem. I respect that because there's no doubt in my mind that he's the problem, that he has been. And for you investors, it's just shameful.
I'm fixing to prove he's the problem.
Okay, I'm down with you. I'm here to help you. What do you got?
Now, before I get started, if I can convince Marantz Rantz this is true, and it's true, you can believe it. Because we don't see eye to eye on a lot of shit. But if he agrees and says, wait a minute, that sounds like real shit, I'm right. Now, they're already telling me, people's already talking about the Allegheny lawsuit and the DD. I say, ain't nobody come up with this shit. I'm fixing to tell you what's going on.
I'm listening.
Now, yesterday, first off, let's assume, or do you hold AMC or APE?
Okay, let me say this publicly right now. I sold my shares a while back. I sold them on the run up, obviously to 70. I sold some at 40. And then I sold again when I bought some, I forget when, later last year.
Oh. You sold at 40.
Yes.
I bought at 42.
Damn.
So you know what that means?
You bought my shares.
There's a good chance I bought your shares.
Good job.
So where you got out early, I became a bag holder. It's all perspective of where you got in.
Correct.
Rantz sold his shares to me.
Yeah, I bought in at $8. I bought in at $8. I was at $8.98, $8.99. Was my cost average, somewhere in there.
So you see how it's perspective, everybody? He profited. He banked on that play.
That's
and
what it's
I
all
bought
about.
His shares. I bought his shares, and I'm a bag holder. But it's all perspective. Let's talk about a different perspective right now. Let's assume right now, Marantz, you own. Am I saying that right, Marantz?
Bro, I'll stab you in the heart.
Can I call you Rantz?
You can call me Rantz. You can call me Martinez. You can call me whatever the hell you're going to call me. I'm just listening.
Watch this. You own 1,000 shares right now of APE. Okay, let's just assume that.
Yeah, I got you.
Yesterday, we had a vote. And the vote was, yes, they can reverse stock split. But you can't do it right now. The judge has to rule on it, right?
Correct.
Okay, so right now you still have your 1,000 shares. But as soon as the judge rules, you're going to go to what? 100.
Right, 10 to 1.
10 to 1, from 1,000 to 100. All right? Now, if you're a shareholder of APE and AMC, does that make you happy?
It wouldn't me.
Fuck no, it don't make me happy. I don't want to lose 90% of my shit. Who else felt that way? I do. You do. She does. He does. Antara does. See, it all goes back. The lawsuit goes back to the Antara deal. Right? Antara, and I've done the video. It just finished downloading. So I'm telling your people first before I upload it to my channel. All right? That the deal with Antara was they would buy the APE from us. Right? Then there would be a 90-day period they might have to hold until the vote. Once the vote happened, then Antara could sell their shares. Agreed?
Yes.
Yes. All right. Now, let's assume no lawsuit. No lawsuit. Yesterday, the vote was counted, and it said 4 for a stock split. So now they're going to take 90% of my shares, right?
I'm listening.
Yes.
I don't just follow suit like this. I'm hearing you out.
Okay. No, listen. It's very simple. The reverse stock split was approved yesterday. If there was no lawsuit this morning when we woke up, there would have been a corporate action and the reverse stock split would have been in play. Then once they finished, they would have turned everything back on. You know that's how that works, right?
Yes.
Okay. So let's assume no lawsuit. You own 1,000, I own 1,000. The vote happens. This morning when we wake up, there's corporate action. We can't do anything. When it turns back on, I now have 100 shares and you have 100 shares, right?
Yep.
Yes. Who else just lost 90% of their shares? Antara. Once the vote happens, shit stops. And the reverse stock split is approved. At that moment, Adam Aaron sends the word computer share. Computer share starts sending out and everything starts getting done. And in the morning when we wake up, we see corporate action. When it turns back on, we're down 90%. Same thing with Antara. If they vote tomorrow, no lawsuit. If they vote tomorrow and it's voted yes, and when Antara woke up this morning, they would have been down 90% of their ape shares. And somebody caught that mistake and said, hold up, we're not losing 90% of our shit. Same thing as I'm saying, same thing you're saying, same thing every AMC and ape shareholder saying. I don't want to lose 90% of my shit. Antara said the same thing. No, fuck that. We're not going to vote and the next day we lose 90% of our shit. So what can we do? They filed a lawsuit. They had the Allegheny Pension Fund. It's just my opinion. Nobody wants to be sued. Nobody has to agree with me. But they filed a lawsuit and the judge ruled what? You can vote, but can't do the split yet. Follow me?
I hear what you're saying.
All right. Now, we did the vote for the reverse stock split. All right. But it can't happen yet. We have to wait on the judge. During this time frame, Antara can sell all 100% of their ape shares. And when they're through selling their shares, the judge will rule, dismiss the lawsuit, let the reverse stock split happen. I will lose 90% of my shit. You will lose 90% of your shit. They will lose 90% of their shit. Who did not lose 90% of their shit? Antara.
So I'm going to tell you, you want my opinion, right? Because you're out here saying this.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So first, my opinion is you've made so much money off of YouTube. You need to buy a better damn camera, connection. You need to replace that toaster of a computer you're streaming on. I want to see you in 4K. Anyway, enough of the jokes. Listen up. So they actually filed.
Everybody else says take my money and get some teeth with.
Well, no, I don't even know if you're missing them or not because I can't see. You're so grainy.
They got kicked out. Kicked out.
I know you keep
prison.
telling me the story. You keep saying it, but brother, I watch your show. I know you don't think I do. I watch it because every now and then I want to laugh, and that's what I do. I just laugh. But here's how it works. They went ahead and suspended that lockout period. And my agreement here between AMC and Antara was that they knew they were about to get this lawsuit put into place. So just in case the judge rules in favor of the individuals filing, you would still get your money out of it, which they went and got. That's the first thing. Second thing is this. I don't care what percentage of shares people think they're losing. By the way, it's not 90%, it's 80%, because I'll give you this example. If I had 1,000, I know it's going to be hard for you to understand the math, but I'm here to help you. If I had 1,000 shares,
I'm a learner.
Okay.
I'm a learner.
If I had 1,000 shares of AMC in August,
you got it, dog.
Right? I had 1,000 shares in August. It split. I now have 1,000 shares of AMC and 1,000 shares of Ape. Correct?
That's right.
That means I have 2,000 shares. Now, you reverse stock split them, I'm going to be left with 200 shares. But I had 1,000 originally. That means they took 80% of my holding from the original.
You're right.
Yeah, I want people to say that part. I don't want people to do 90 because it's too much. It's like 90, 90, 90, 90. No, that's for the individuals that don't own AMC before the split, before the dividend. So like Markets with May and her bitch ass just buying Ape. So those Ape holders, they're losing 90% of what they just bought. But as far as the original apes, the original people who put money in on AMC, they're losing 80% of the original position. Okay?
They're losing 80%. You're right.
There you go.
And that shows you the difference, because I'm calling them Ape A and Ape B. All right, there's a difference between the two.
Sure.
That is a very good explanation. I was trying to balance out. First off, you cut my shit in half.
Right.
All right. And you give me all these apes. I ain't asked for that shit.
They cut your equity in half, not your shares.
The equity. They cut the equity in half. That's what makes it Ape A. And they create all these other ones, but they don't take the equity from AMC. What makes Ape A and Ape B different is Ape A is connected to AMC, so it's equal to an AMC. But Ape B, like you're saying, that's not connected to AMC. You didn't take that equity from AMC. You don't have no rights.
Well, think about it like this. Like if you're really looking at this whole play, the PIPE, are you familiar with PIPE?
Yes.
The PIPE agreement between them is that they're willing to sell the assets for under market value. And Antara bought in at 58 cents when they agreed on the FPA. They bought in cash at 66 cents. You have to know what's coming. What's coming, that reverse stock split does not change. It might change the amount of shares you own, but it doesn't change the equity within the ownership of those shares. Therefore, they can take 90%.
I understand that.
Right, I know you
understand that.
But that's why Antara, in my opinion, they're not afraid.
I'm not losing in this stock
not losing a dollar.
I'm not going to lose 1 penny.
Correct.
It'll adjust and it'll be where it should.
Right, but here's what you are going to lose.
What's going to happen after that?
Yeah, but here's what you lose. Yeah, but
I lost 20% of my shit.
Yeah, no, 80%. But listen, what you also lose.
80%, I mean.
You're going to lose moving forward because this is a combo. This is a 1-2 combo by Adam Aron. He is asking for 600 million shares. Has anybody read Annex A to you? I don't know if you guys worked this out. Annex A is what Proposal 1 is actually asking to amend when you read it in detail. Annex A says we're going to take the shares and the available shares to 550 million shares. Okay?
That's right. He'll have that ability.
Yes, but watch the fine print. 50 million preferred shares.
That's right.
He reloaded up on his preferred shares.
I was going to say that. At the moment we reverse stock split, that motherfucker can do Ape again.
Yes, but he won't do Ape again. He doesn't have to.
But he won't.
No, but you don't have to, because if you read part 3, all right, listen to this. Part 3 of the proposals was that they are going to be able to utilize the same bylaws for preferred shares for common A shares. Go read it directly. He's going to have the ability to dilute AMC shares now without your approval, without board approval, without anyone's approval. So to go from
wait a minute. Yes, he did. He got approval to do that.
No. Listen.
That was proposal number 1.
No, proposal 3. Proposal 3 eliminates.
Proposal 3 Proposal 3 was simply an adjournment.
No.
Proposal.
I'm going to show you because I want you to be on the same path. I know you're not looking, but my crowd's looking because everyone's going to watch this video one day. And AMC, investor relations, right here, there's a proxy that goes out, a press release. Okay. The press release was gone out on the 22nd, I want to say, of December. And we'll go to it, not the 29th. Let's go to the 22nd, not the Tulsa King crap. It's right here.
That was a good show.
I never saw it. You know, Sly, he wins this one right here.
Watch it. It's good.
Yeah, I'll watch it, but I want people to read this part right here. Okay, so it says here that this is what they're trying to do, and this is what they fit in. So the first one was to increase the authorized number of AMC shares and to permit the conversion of APE units and AMC shares, to affect a reversed split of AMC common shares 10-1, and then the last part, to adjust authorized ordinary share capital such that after giving effect to the above proposals, if adopted, AMC will have the same ability to issue additional common equity as it currently has to issue additional APE units. Read it again.
That's not, I don't give a fuck how many times I read it.
Yeah.
That's not what my proxy statement said.
Oh, I know that's not what your proxy statement says because you're not reading the addendums on the proxies. Like when you go read it, like I even bring up the proxy and I say it to you respectfully, like you have to scroll all the way to the bottom, the very last page. And then it's like, here's the appendix of this. They only give you the info they want to give you in the little paragraphs of each header. But when you go read them in depth, they're going to have the ability to dilute this without anyone. And it says it in equity of capital prior to the special meeting, right? So when you look at this, it says he's additional APE units. He has the same ability to issue additional common equity as it currently has to issue additional APE units. That's what they were really trying to do. They're trying to take control of this company again because if they don't, go ahead.
They're doing several things. This is how I'm looking at what's coming in the future for AMC. All right. Number one, Antara will finish selling their shares of APE right now.
Sure. I mean, I don't think they can sell them all right now.
You can if you have a buyer.
I don't think they have possession of them yet.
Oh no. The minute that fucking deal was approved, they got their APE shares. They just had to sit on them in computer shares.
You're absolutely correct.
That's it.
You're absolutely correct. Hey, do you know who's your buyer?
Yes, I know who the buyer is. The problem is the fucking apes don't know who the buyers are.
You're looking at Apollo, man. You're looking at
the YouTubers. Credit. What are the yes voters?
Oh, I have no idea. They're crazy.
What are they telling you right now? Yes voters.
And they're telling you that they're going to be able to dilute this stock at a great price and that they're going to become fundamentally
sound. They're telling you. They're Tony DeNaro.
Oh,
I don't give a fuck. I call all of them's name out. Tony DeNaro. I heard it last night. AC Sauce said it this morning. Scavenger said it. So if I go back and I finish watching a few more of the yes votes, they're all saying the same thing. What a deal.
Yeah.
Buy the dip. Now, let me ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Whose shares, if you buy this dip, whose shares are you buying? You're buying Antara's shares. That's what the narrative is switched on. When was the last time you heard a motherfucking YouTuber say buy the dip?
Tony DeNaro, every week. He
Tony,
says buy the
Tony
dip,
said
guys.
last night. Tony said last night, he told everybody there was no synthetic shares. Y'all should have been listening to him the whole 2 years.
I've said that.
I told him, I said, don't delete this video, motherfucker. It'll be evidence later.
No, but I said that. I said that there's no synthetics. I'm in a different camp, right? CSI, like respectfully, like you're out there, you like AMC. I don't even know if you still like HYMC, but I'm in a different camp than you guys because I think that it's a manipulation on you guys. Like I think you've been manipulated. Are you familiar with that or no? Oh, man, don't tell me he DC'd. I'll let him come back if he DC'd, but I want to play a video so you guys know what it is. I actually have it up here. I want to play this video for you guys. This is Matthew Kors.
But I wouldn't touch Bed Bath & Beyond. It's going towards bankruptcy. The company has said that they're failing. Matt, your hands are clean of AMC at this point. You can sell. I don't really feel that way. I feel like the same mantra of the captain has to go down with its ship. I've already lost $600,000 on AMC. I'm saying lost 600,000. I'm not talking about like unrealized. I'm saying I have a realized loss in excess of over $600,000 on AMC. At this point, like it's just not going to change anything for me. Like it sucks. I also got taken. I also got screwed over. I wanted Adam Aron to be on my side. Folks, I'm telling you here, I also was drinking that Kool-Aid, thinking he was on our side. I got stoked when he was also talking about apes and shorts choking on that. And then all of a sudden, when you start to think and you get yourself out of that cult, you realize that all he's doing is lining his own pockets.
There you go.
But I wouldn't touch Bed Bath & Beyond. It's going towards bankruptcy. The company.
He's in a cult, and he says it, and he admits it. That's what I have for the common sense investor. I don't wonder. Oh, he's back. Common sense, you back, baby?
I'm back.
Thank God.
I don't know. I didn't know if y'all could hear me or not.
I played a clip right now. Can you want to hear this clip really quick?
Yeah, go ahead.
I wonder if I can play it while we're live, while we're on. Let's see.
Who is it?
It is Matthew Kors.
Oh, bitch ass Matt Kors.
But I wouldn't touch
Bed
Bath &
He's one of
Beyond.
the
It's going towards
original.
bankruptcy.
He's one of the original.
Has,
Buy the dip.
Yeah, I don't think you
Who
can
was
hear
selling?
it, but I don't think you can hear it because you're on my stream. Like, watch, I'm gonna push play. I don't think you can hear it.
said that they're failing. Matt, your hands are clean of AMC at this point. You can sell.
Yeah, you can't hear it, right? If I blast the shit through my microphone, you could. But
just tell me what he's saying.
He's saying that he was part of the. Well, I'll tell you. He's telling us that he was part of the cult that is AMC, and he said I was part of it. I wanted to believe in Adam Aron that he was here for us. And he says I lost $600,000. That he's down. And he's gonna lose with the ship, and he's okay going down with it. It's a lesson learned. That's exactly what he said this morning.
When was that?
This morning. I'm gonna make a video for you.
No, you're full of shit.
What do you mean I'm full of shit? I just played it.
That was made this morning?
Yeah. Said he got out of the cult. Listen, can I talk to you? Real talk though, common sense. Like, yeah. All right, man. So you have a good following. I know people like to watch you and watch what you want to talk about. Like, people just like to come out. But
sure.
What made you, and I'd love to do this interview with you because this is where I find out a lot about you. What made you believe in AMC? Like, who were you watching? What were you doing?
What made me
me
believe in AMC or what made me believe in Adam Aron?
Both. Like, why'd you buy in?
I bought into AMC when it was $3. Okay. I was day trading. First, I'm going to be straight up with y'all 100%. I got the stimulus check. I didn't need that shit. I put it in the stock market. And I got to thinking. I'm like, what the fuck can I do with this? And the pandemic. I'm watching the news. And the mask come out. And 3M was making the mask. I said, I got you. So I hurried up and I took that stimulus check and I bought 3M with it. And I was right. I started playing the pandemic. I said, which one's next? When 3M doubled for me, I said, what's next? The vaccines are coming out. I said, who's got the vaccines? Johnson & Johnson. I said, they get sued all the time. Fuck them. Moderna, got you. I got in Moderna. Doubled my money. And I played them pandemic plays in the beginning. Then I felt that it was over. And that recovery plays would start coming into play. And I got to thinking, and I said, what was shut down during the pandemic that will reopen now the pandemic is over? And the logical conclusion came to me, movie theaters.
Nope.
Well, no, wait a minute. I had a reasoning for that.
Okay.
Because when I was young, my very, very first job was at a movie theater. I was taking a girl out to a movie, and my dad hollers from the house, "Hey, you got a phone call, somebody about a job." So I go inside, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting, and I'm waiting. I got my girlfriend in the car. We're going to see a fucking movie. So I'm waiting. This dude never talks. I said, well, he's got one more minute, and then he could find somebody else for this job. And he come on the phone, and he said, now this is back in the 80s. On the phone, he said, well, I could hear you. You can't hear me. My phone's messed up. I thought, well, fuck, I ain't getting this job.
You ain't getting this job on YouTube. That's for damn sure. This guy's connection, I love him. I know he'll come back. But shit. Hey, there's similar stories, man. You know, I've had stories like that where I had a girl, I actually quit my job to go out on a date when I was in high school. That's what I did. He'll come back. I'm not worried about it. You know, I don't know who ever live streams with this guy, but when I say nope, here's the difference, guys. This guy, if he says he was in the 80s, in high school in the 80s, I don't know. I mean, how old is this man? No. Here's my biggest thing for common sense investor. Whenever he's back. Common sense. You got any common sense?
In the middle of that good story. Y'all
you said, he heard you on the phone. You thought you weren't going to get the job. Go ahead. I'm listening.
And I said, fuck it, I ain't getting this job. Well, I get to the movie theater with my girlfriend, and he hires me. All right. So my very first job, and like Adam Aaron likes to claim, because he knows it's true, my first kiss was at the movie theater. So when I was looking for a recovery play, and AMC came up on my radar, and I said, oh man, I would love to own a part of this movie theater. Mm-hmm. I bought in at $3.12. Well, the next thing I know, it's at $7. I sold. I doubled my money. I'm like, fuck yeah, I'm a stock market genius. Then it falls back to $5. When it falls back to $5, I start calling my friends. I said, say, man, I'm on some good shit here. This recovery play at the movie theater, this is it. They buy in at $5, I buy in at $5. Bitch runs to $12. I said, sell everybody quick. 100% profit is awesome. I done did this 5 times now. Then the next thing I know, after I sold at 12, it runs to 20. It runs to 50. And my friends are mad going, why'd you tell us to sell, bitch? I said, stocks don't do this. Something's wrong. So I got to searching, and I found trades. And I heard about the squeeze. And the next thing I know, while I'm researching, the fuck is a squeeze? I'm researching, this bitch hit 72. I got a little TA experience, so I'm looking at the chart, and I said, this is the pullback from 72 to 40. The next thing it's going to do is curl up and keep running, just like Trey was telling us. So I bought in at 42. Marantz Rantz that I've done found out is the one that sold me them fucking shares.
Hey, you know what's crazy though? I understand the origins of it. It kind of makes sense to a point. I was trying to figure out why you bought in at 40, but I think I've heard this story before. What you're saying right here, what you told me.
That's the first time I've told the movie theater story.
Yeah, well, I haven't heard that part, but I've heard the.
I've told the recovery play story, but I never told why I settled on AMC.
Well, let me tell you why I wish you would have found my channel back in May when I was out there calling it a pump and dump. That's what I called it.
I wish I would have found your fucking channel then.
Yeah, I know. Everybody does. But I was out there and I was shouting to the wind.
Everybody, I could have found your channel then. You know what? I wouldn't have fucking believed you. You know why? Because I wanted to believe in a dream.
Right, but you don't sleep. How are you going to dream on something you don't sleep?
I could put this money in this stock.
Yep.
Great trades, Matt Kors, Mo Money, Andrew, whatever his fucking
Andrew
name
No
is.
Money. Yep.
Yeah, all of them was who I listened to. And your voice would have just washed away, dog, because they telling me, just like these motherfuckers today, you're going to be so fucking rich. All the new people are believing that shit.
Nope.
They gonna get caught holding my motherfucking bag.
No, they're not. Because you're not going to make a single dollar off this investment.
If I'm Bill, there has to be a buyer.
Yeah, but you know what's crazy? Common sense. You've got a lot of common sense, or maybe you don't. Either way, it doesn't matter. What you're telling me is common sense pushed aside. It wouldn't have mattered because you're in a cult. Do you get
what
that?
You're saying? No. I'm not going to say if you're in a cult.
All right.
I'm going to say that your dreams and aspirations will cloud your judgment of common sense. Now, I could have heard you a year ago, but what I was wanting to hear was how easy it was going to be for me to become stinking fucking rich. I could have heard you, and I would have said, that's fun. I would have stayed with them, which I did.
What makes you think trades is believable?
Back then, look how they sold him.
Bro, you supposed to be some street savvy son of a bitch. What the hell?
No, yeah. Come to find out, he was a heroin addict, but that's another story. and a heroin dealer. He's got a record for heroin dealing.
Oh man, I don't even want to know. I don't even want to know.
That's why when I first seen Astro, when I watched Astro's first video on the algorithm, I said, this motherfucker's a heroin addict living in his basement. But he made sense. He was smarter than me, so he must have been right. That's how I fell for the shit. That's how they're getting people to fall now. Bigums and the rest of them, well, they're smarter than me. They got to know what they're talking about.
Yeah, Linda Real is a lawyer on my team.
That's why they brought May in.
No, I got you.
May's so smart. He's got to be right.
Hold on now, Common. I've got a lawyer that's on my squad. You know, I got a deep squad. I know you're a solo guy. You roll on your own. But I don't know exactly who you hang out with. Like after the
groupie. I had a groupie.
I heard you had a groupie. Can somebody Linda Real, come on in if you want to come in. He's a lawyer and he wants to talk some legality issue. He wants to ask you questions about the lawsuit theory.
I'm not a financial advisor.
No, we know that. But you have a theory. You have a theory, but I'll wait for him to come on. Let's see if he jumps in. Linda Real has been one of my moderators on my channel for a minute. And
I bet you agrees with me. The first set of apes, because you got it with the split thing. I really lose 80%. They lose 90. That shows a difference.
No, it is, but it's 80. It's 80 for the people that've been in before.
I understand it's 80. I understand it's 80.
No, I know you're not dumb, dude. Like it's just one of those things.
Hear it registers. Is that right or not? And I know.
Now watch this. Right. If Antara sells, just so we were clear, Antara sells, the reverse stock split's going to put it at around $3, $2.50 a share because Ape is heavier than AMC. Okay, Ape is extremely heavy because of the amount of shares, the float itself, it dilutes that price of AMC. So when it converts, it's going to be a $25 stock, it's going to be a $30 stock, a $20 stock, that range. Antara is still up 400%, 300% off of their purchase price. So there's nothing for them to be afraid of to not hold it and or to find a buyer. Or did you see, I know you didn't because you're a worker, did you see my video last night about Bed Bath & Beyond? I have a theory on Bed Bath & Beyond and I want you to pay attention. Hopefully you're still connected. You are. Okay. Common sense investor, shake your head if you're still here. Yeah, there you go. No, I can hear you, brother. I can hear you. You're good. Linda Real's in the chat too. Linda Real's my guy. He's, like I said, he's my lawyer friend. But I want to tell you something. There is a SPAC company, okay, owned by Apollo. It's their very first SPAC company that they've ever launched. It has a deadline date of May 12th, 2023. So SPACs were getting launched like crazy back in 2020 and 2021. This is why the banks, I feel, are feeling pressure because those companies are pulling out. The SPAC deals never went through, most of which are already bankrupt, or, gone through bankruptcy and all that nonsense. But this one deal in particular, Citadel is the largest investor. Hudson Bay is another investor, and Apollo is the fund, right? And we're talking about millions and millions of dollars into this fund. They've raised over $700-800 million. This fund is ideally just for leverage buyouts. So if a company is going to file for bankruptcy, they can go to bankruptcy, merge it with the SPAC, and go back public after they sell out all the debts and their assets. So there is a function of that. And just so happens we're talking with a bankruptcy lawyer right now, Linda Real, and I'll ballpark it that way. But I just tell you, I think it's a great vehicle for Apollo to leverage, but it also shows me that everyone's complicit, from the board of directors to the banks and now to the hedge fund. Everyone's in on this short, as in short, destroy, package it back up, and sell it again to the public. That's why I think these will be household names again. AMC will be a public company again after it goes bankrupt and or sold off to private equity, and so will Bed Bath & Beyond, because these names are forever, and or they're great companies and people want to buy into them. I think that's what you still find value in those companies. There's still liquidity there. And I found this damn SPAC and last night as I was searching, and it's called, what was it called, guys? It's like APGB or something. And people know what it is because I made the video, but I'm just saying, I think you should really know that it can go this route where Antara is in the company having all these shares. They could just sell it off to who? The public? Nah. Maybe to someone who's going to make the decision to file for bankruptcy, because the covenants are waived for this year. That just gives you 1 year of knowing that it's going to crash a year from now, because once covenants are implemented, it puts the stress on the bonds themselves, and then that's what triggers bankruptcy. And who's going to come looking for you? You have to have people on the board of directors to make those decisions, which they already do. You have to have enough votes, which they already do. And you can dilute it to infinity and everybody make money, because that's what they're doing to the public. So there's still money out there. Anyway, I'm just giving you that theory so you know what it is. I didn't know if you heard about it, but there is a SPAC out there by Apollo that is raising capital right now, and they have ties to AMC and Bed Bath & Beyond. Did you get that?
Okay, was you speaking to me or your friend?
You.
Okay, no, I listen very closely. The only thing I want to ask is this. So you're telling me Apollo, which is, again, Citadel and stuff.
No, not Citadel. Apollo's on its own.
Okay, Apollo's on its own.
Yeah, they're the worst.
If AMC was to go bankrupt, and Apollo was to purchase it through the SPAC program, what's the next step after that?
So the way it works is you go bankrupt and you have to find financing, right? So in the chapter 11, as it goes through, there's a section 363 where you can sell off all your assets for pennies on the dollar. So if you were going to be AMC, do you have any real assets? No. But Apollo runs AMC. I don't know if you know that part. Like, they're the ones who put them public when they went public. They're the ones who appointed Adam Aron on the CEO and the chairman of the board. Apollo's been in charge of this distressed credit investment for the last 15 years. So people know this. We've connected these dots, but they're all partners, and no one could ever put together Apollo and Citadel in the same room up until I found that SPAC last night that shows you that they're ready to pounce on a company right now. So that's the difference. 0.72 was in on an AMC at the original time point. So that was another issue as far as how Citadel was the first original investor into AMC. If you knew that one, that's when they went public, the day they went public.
I learned that from you.
Okay, well, that's fine. So that means you watched the other ones. But the ticker I'm looking at is APGB. APGB, or is it APBG? I can't remember. It's APGB. That's what it is. You have to look at it, man, and pay attention, because when they announce that they're buying something and merging with something, you better hope it's not AMC or Bed Bath & Beyond. Either way, shareholders make no money on these two plays. That's my opinion. But hey, we have Linda Real here. Linda Real, what's going on, brother?
Hey, nothing much. Just taking a break from work.
Yes, sir. So you had some questions for Common Sense?
Yeah, CSI, first of all, it's nice to actually talk to you. I've watched a lot of your videos. Appreciate you.
I'm honored.
As far as your theory, before you put that video out, I just wanted to kind of give you a little bit of factual background and let you know why I think your theory might be somewhat skewed. So there was a lawsuit that was filed against Highcroft Mining, and it used the same section of the Delaware Code that they're using against AMC. There was a gentleman that joined our Discord, and we gave him a lot of grief over it. But
wait, when was this lawsuit against Highcroft filed?
That was after 2015, I believe, 2015 or 2017. It was back before the Mudrick took the SPAC public, and basically it had to do with some warrants that weren't exercised properly and devalued, but that's really not the point. The point is, the same person that was involved in that lawsuit approached an attorney with the information about AMC. And his whole purpose was essentially just to try and ruin what was going on with the vote. Not that the arguments weren't valid. The arguments were and are to a degree valid that Common and Ape should vote separately, and that Common should have its own ability to prevent another class from diluting its value, and all that's in the Delaware Code. The problem is, I don't think that Antara was the one that filed that. He showed us emails.
I didn't say Antara filed it. I said Antara realized the mistake they had made in the deal, and they was correcting it.
Yeah, no. But what I'm saying is I don't think that Antara was involved at all in terms of Allegheny. So the gentleman sent an email to this attorney that was the Highcroft attorney, and then the Highcroft attorney is the one that's representing Allegheny, which if you look at Allegheny and you look at their past, you'll see that this pension fund has a penchant for making very bad investments and for being extremely...
One second.
Sure.
I take care of my dad. Hey! Oh, okay, let me get off the phone. I'm on a live call. Give me 1 minute.
Pops lives next door.
Yeah, and I take care of him, and I'm in the middle of buying this trailer. I'm in a negotiation. She just agreed to sell, so I got to go take care of that.
What's she going to give it to you for? How much?
$5,000.
$5,000 in a hot plate? God damn, you're doing good.
Listen, this is how this worked, okay? This is how the negotiation worked. 2 days, it's at zero, all right? She loses that trailer. I'm offering her $5,000. She could take it now, or in 2 days, she gets nothing. She just agreed and said, okay. I equate that to the same thing with Ape. I'm fixing to lose 90%, or I could sell this shit right now.
This boy be strong arming the trailer park, bro. I'm out of this bitch. Hey.
Yeah, look, I gotta go. This is my 4th trailer in this motherfucker, too.
He's owning the whole neighborhood. Real estate has got it going. Hey.
I want to hear more about this Highcroft
Don't
lawsuit.
worry, we're going to keep the conversation going while you're gone.
So, all right. Love y'all. Be blessed. I'll be back.
Yeah, no worries. All right. Keep going, Lynn. I'm listening.
Okay, so essentially, well, I won't say his name because, he's not on the Discord anymore. But what this person said was that he had approached this attorney and he showed us emails, and that this attorney went and solicited a larger client, essentially. But the thing that I was going to tell CSI and why I think that he's wrong, I think this is just somebody that's chasing money because they saw low-hanging fruit and the potential to, throw a lawsuit that was valid up against the wall and see if it would stick and see if they could get a nice return out of it. But at the end of the day, I think that's why you could almost visibly see the shit-eating grin on Adam Aaron's face when he was on that call yesterday, when he stood up defiantly at the end and said, we're going to show the Delaware courts that, you overwhelmingly accepted this, because by Common coming in and giving an overwhelming yes, that makes the argument moot, right? Because the remedy is that Common can come in and they can vote again
without
to ratify.
Yeah. They could have did it without Antara's shares, so what does it matter?
Exactly. So to the point, I don't think Antara had anything to do with this because, number one, they started hedging their bets before this was even filed. They had the amendment where they sold off a portion of their shares, and then had the second amendment where they could start selling more, and they started buying puts, and they started doing, making all these derivative things to hedge their bet. They wanted the percentage control, which his argument of the reverse split, that doesn't factor in because it doesn't matter. The percentage wouldn't change.
No, I agree. That's what I had concluded yesterday when they were telling me that he's going to get them to drop the lawsuit by going in, and that's going to be his driving motive to say, hey, you know what, guys? We had the votes without that, so it doesn't even matter. Drop the suit now and push it through. That's what I saw.
Exactly.
So thank you for that, Lynn. Is there anything else you want to talk about? I'm down. Or are you going to lunch, or are you doing your thing? Because if not, I'm going to start cracking jokes. I'm going to start cracking jokes about CSI, bro. And I don't want you to be complicit.
I'm going to get back to work, brother.
All right. Appreciate you, though.
Yes, sir.
I'll do my best not to embarrass you right now. God, come on, y'all. The CSI, this guy, he's buying the whole damn trailer park. He needs to own the land, not the trailers. Anybody want to tell him that? He's buying depreciating assets. I'm buying these trailers right here for $5,000. Yes, and I'm going to rent it. What are you going to do? That shit's going to break tomorrow. She's selling you a lemon. Bro, you give me five. Do you know what you could do with $5,000 CSI? I know you get these checks from YouTube, and maybe they're not that much, but because I don't see how they are. But, oh, man. It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing. God, the whole damn trailer park, bro. You're going to be the only one living there. Him, Peggy, Bobby, Sue, Jimmy Ray, Bobby Ryan. Hey, who's that right there? That's Bucky. That's what we call him. We call him Bucky because he'll buck anything that comes around. He bucks. Never mind. I'll be quiet. Man, I can't do it, guys. Kaiser Ledge is going to run his Uber into Fox News next. I don't know what he's doing, guys. Another bank is crying for help. When does this stop? It's never going to stop, Willie. Never going to stop. Where's the CSI bankruptcy? No. $1,000 says that Adam Aaron is on the Epstein flight list. Yo. Yo. I don't want no part of that. Huh. If CSI was my landlord, I'd just give them shares. Bro, I got this shit right here. This real gold right here. I got the HYMC. All right, guys. Listen. I've been live for 3 hours. I have plenty of stuff to do today. I think we had a good time. If you guys need any more information, go see my lawyer. How are shares on AMC hard to borrow when Antara just sold like 250 million? Jerry Diamond must be behind in the chat. He's over here talking about scavengers still. Guys, I was willing to talk about it will go to zero. It's going to be a bad move. I was willing to go on. I was going to explain this whole deal, Hudson Bay, and how they have this SPAC company, how SPACs in the banks. I got all this stuff for you guys. And here's the Discord, and I got to get out of here. I'm going to close it. I don't think there's any messages here. Well, there's a message here in the AMC chat. Everybody tells me to go look at this guy. What do they want me to look at this guy for? Al from Boston is filing a lawsuit. That might, this is what happens, bro. A rant. The truth about Al from Boston. I don't know. When did he delete his YouTube channel? About a week ago. Matt Kors belongs in prison. Matt Kors sold at 72. Yeah, he's full of shit when he says he has $600,000 and realized losses or whatever. What they don't understand, what people don't understand is you losing money on a stock. Marantz, just makes so much more sense now. Oh, the Phil for real and Grandpa Barney. Bro, I'll help you out, Ray. I'll do all that. I can do this for days. I already know what it is. So some of the best YouTubers, this AMC guy tweeter called Grandpa Barney, retweeting, yes. As I've been doing this too long. I mean, Marantz has a video up about Lou where he slips up and says another YouTuber is part of the same family. He says we're all on the same payroll, him and Al. Yeah, I got you. How long have you been watching Marantz? Yeah, throwing a few thousand. Hope it makes me rich. There you go. It's all right, Captain. Hey, Captain, we're around. If you want to come back to the channel, we can have that conversation about YouTubers. I don't have a problem with that at all. Because here's the deal. If you really want to know like how this all works for people, just jump in the chat right now if you guys want to talk to me because I'm about to get out the door. I'm closing that one out. We know what that is. We know what the SPAC is. We know that SPACs have this ability. They attract only a few buyers, which may provide the opportunity to purchase assets at below market prices. Some potential buyers avoid Section 363, but you don't need to because you really want it. Leveraging the advantages of the 636 right here. However, unlike private equity company, a SPAC must use at least 80% of its net assets for a business acquisition, and the SPAC is on a deadline to get the business combination done. Yes, but you can extend it as well. I read all of this already last night. I read this whole rule called Section 363 via the SPACs, right? It's the Section 363 overview. I actually went to the bankruptcy code and read the whole damn thing, and it was pretty boring, but I wanted to have a good idea of what it was, and here you go. The Bankruptcy Code 2020 edition, and just keep reading all of this. And all it tells you is that, yes, SPACs are a great way to bring a company that's in bankruptcy back to public. And there were some new rules proposed last year because people were getting taken. Everybody was filing for bankruptcy, and investors on the $10 SPAC they weren't getting their $10 back. You know, DraftKings was a SPAC company brought to public via SPAC. Lucid Motors the same way. Center View Partners. I got to check these guys out, guys. I think these guys are the consulting firms for everything that these guys are doing. And that's because they've been partners with Gillette, right? And we all know that Robert Kraft, who owned Gillette or the CEO, I don't know what he did with Gillette. I just know that he's part of Gillette. When I go Gillette, Ronald Perlman, who I've seen his name everywhere as well, seen it everywhere. Something happened with I had the actual ad that showed Robert Kraft the day he was announced. So I don't know exactly what the story is about the razors, but I just know it's all about money, and it's all about big money. And like right here in 1989, Warren Buffett's Berkshire Hathaway purchased $600 million worth of Gillette convertible preferred shares. Boom, they probably made some money off of that. A new product sensor with a $175 million marketing campaign. Blah blah blah. I just read stuff, guys, and I put the dots together, and it shows me that these guys, they can't be trusted. But the fact that this CEO that used to run this and the acquisition and present, in 2005, Procter & Gamble announced plans to acquire Gillette for $50 billion. Well, who's in on all this deal? Like, who were the people? It's these people at the Clearwater, whatever the hell I was looking at. I got to remember their name. Center. Why did I say Clear? Center View. Oh, man, I can remember that. It just AIM Center Mass, Center View. I got the Center View, bro. That's what it is. All right, I got you. So I'm going to remember that, Center View. I got to go read up on their stuff. I just want to close out all my windows. Yeah, schooling these kids. When you school them, guys, when you school them, and they don't know what the hell they're reading, they'll understand. They just don't understand. They're going to dilute that stock, guys, with or without you. I hope you guys read the proxies very carefully. But when you voted yes, you voted your own death. That was my point on AMC. Back to you guys, back to the chat, back to the channel. My son of a bitches. All right, I'm going to go read the chat. I skipped all the chat today. God, I feel like a damn loser. All right. His connection is giving me a seizure. Yeah, CSI has a really bad connection. It happens. CSI running YouTube on Windows 98. Oh, bro, what about Windows 95? Don't ever forget that one. That's the original. Is this what women feel like when I'm drunk at the bar and trying to hit on them? Frank, it can, man. When the guys like that walk up and they look good, you're like, hey, you look cute, baby girl. Tell him he can buy a new mic at GameStop. Yeah, I forgot that. It's like watching porn in the third world country. No, it's worse than that, bro. Reverse stock split. Here we go. Losing money makes you smoke more, I guess. Marantz, stop him. Explain he is not losing 90%. How is this guy a YouTuber? Yeah, I did. He had no idea. There you go. Yeah, you guys read my mind. What the F is he saying? Antara took all our teeth. Oh, hamburger. You're over here sucking on burgers without chewing, bro. Marantz is the future already. And left CSI in the past with his connection. Yeah. He is filming on an E-Machines Walmart PC. God. Common sense investor needs to turn down the noise gate on his mic, or maybe just a bandwidth issue. Nobody knows what he's got going on, bro. But don't they have to give a date? What did he say? A Honda game, they don't have to. Marantz is saying, I'm not asleep. Reverse split means the price will 10 times. And Toro was paid by Adam Aaron to rig the vote. Someone super chat this dude for a better connection. Have you been smoking too much, bro? Him, not me. They voted for the stock split. No? They did. Hey, CSI, your shares go down 10 times and the price goes up 10 times per share. Yeah, I had to explain that too. Uncommon sense investor, rebranded. Did you bring him on so we can laugh? Yes, you know it. Pokey Magnus Denton. Are you Magus? Uncle Eric, what's up, bro? NB in the chat. What the F? Wouldn't know if this guy if it wasn't for Marantz. Wouldn't know of this guy if it wasn't for Marantz. Yeah, can you believe it? They know who I am now. They all wish they would have knew me back then. This might actually be more gross than a Rico stream. The grainy bad camera is a gift to us. Don't change it. AMC the cult. There you go. LOL. Credit Suisse is causing a global equity rout. Yes, it wasn't them though. Started out with SVB. I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. If you guys don't figure it out by the time I get back, it's DP Hellfire. I have no idea. Bro, you can drink on stream. Yeah, I know. I just let him do whatever. It's fine. The Tooth Fairy wears a hazmat suit when she picks up CSI's teeth. Cut it in half, then cut it by 10, then dilute. GG. There you go. Welcome to the club. Welcome to the family. Real Diamond Hands. That's Travis Dempsey. Thank you for supporting the channel, Travis. I really appreciate that. It's $3, bro. You're making mountains move with $3. I appreciate it. It's so satisfying. By the way, now you have access to the OnlyFans videos, and I'm not joking. They're called OnlyFans. There's 20 of them already, but people knew what was going to happen today on the show because they get the behind the scenes on OnlyFans. CSI needs to stop the BS and come see the light with GME. He can't read it. I know. It's so satisfying to know that CSI is holding Marantz's bags. Well, there you go. This stream connection is so bad. No, his connection is so bad. What did I just walk into? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, hit me. Who is this fool? Meth is bad. I think that if CSI had all the teeth, he wouldn't have an accent. Probably. I like this guy now. No, what is this straight? I like this guy now. I used to be on the fence about Matt. I like him now. There you go. Holding no matter what. Well, spell no first. Flavoring? Damn? Is that what he's going to spell? Damn, his AMC scam went so deep. Yeah. I hate that. Oh, excuse me. I hate the guy Trey. Yeah. Anyone that's ever worked one day in sales saw Adam Aaron for what he was. Correct, not bothered. I totally agree with that. Anyone that's ever been in that realm knows exactly what he's doing. He's trying to sell his shit to somebody. He'd be like, get the fuck out of here, you fucking punk. He said this morning, and he has said it before. There you go. He bought when Marantz sold, correct? How can they say realized P&L, then say I'm down with the ship? It's either realized, i.e. you sold, or unrealized, still holding. Correct, DRS. I got that all the way. Charles, I picked up on that the minute he said it. He said, no, I've really lost 600,000. And then it was, well, wait a minute. I'm going to go down with the ship. So did you sell? I don't understand. You haven't lost anything yet because you haven't sold. I bought Moderna contract in February. That year I sold $40 strikes in July at $8K a piece. I had 4 at the end and exercised 4 contracts. Holy shit. When was this? 50 years ago? Yeah. 3M shares are balls. They pay a good dividend. I wouldn't. Buy dental floss for this guy. Yeah, I wouldn't either, bro. You don't need no dental floss. That bitch can dental floss with a boomerang, bro. Get it right. See, aside from using the African internet, that's wrong. I'm sure Africa is more advanced than his fucking trailer park. CSI still can't use 2G. Oh, snap. PP Seeds and Cosmic today. Moment of truth. If Cosmic bought like PP Seeds, so exciting. I don't know. I will pass. I'll let you guys tell me how dumb it is. I'll stay out of it. Adam Aaron has violated all AMC holders like that demon on American Horror Story. Never seen that, but thank you. Cool story, Bob. Hit the like button, y'all. Well, thank you for hitting the like button. I really appreciate that. Oh, look, GME is on sale. Buy the dip, LOL. Yeah, every day. The F is a squeeze. Even though he learned about trading when a book when he was in jail. Yeah, but he didn't know what a squeeze was. Do you know what a squeeze is? Yeah, a squeeze is when Barbara Jean comes around, squeezes on the back of my hips, and she breaks them because I'm skinny as shit. I don't eat but smoke cigs and anything else I can find and drink a little bit of. Who's drinking beer in the middle of the afternoon? Like, that is gross on a Tuesday. Is it Tuesday today, guys? Is it Tuesday or Wednesday? It's Wednesday, huh? Shit, I forget. Is it just me or does anyone else feel like throwing a bowling ball at CSI's face? No, he looks like the type of guy that hangs out at the bowling alley. Like, he reminds me of a carny. Step right up, put your dollar on the line, throw these 3 balls in the basket. Don't worry, I'll show you how I do it. I got in on the GME dip. Oh man, I averaged up at 40. Goodness gracious. He lied to his viewers about knowing how to trade, and then he met trades, and then he went and said, what the F is a squeeze? Marantz said Marantz said it was a pump and dump after he sold AMC, LLC. I said it before. Remember that. I'm a better trader than Matt Kors. Oh yeah, I heard that. CSI not have my respect. Step bro, calm down, because I'm gonna blast him. I'm gonna blast him on the video. It's gonna come. I gotta make a video. I hate Trump from the jump. I'm sorry. I hate Trey from the jump. There you go. I didn't like Trey either. I do a lot of come on sense. Come on, baby. Come on. Hey, why is it this way? Is this the pot calling the kettle black? Tooth solo. Marantz picture all over Weeble. Oh, I am, Bridgie? What did I do? What did I say? What'd I say? Is it the AMC picture? I'm going to the moon. I seen Astro get 5K donation on stream. I was flabbergasted. That's an expensive AMC promotion. Must be lucrative to have drop 5K. 5K will be in billions. Jerry Diamond, I call bullshit because the biggest donation you can give on YouTube is $500. So I don't think you can give 5K. I'm just letting you know. Zeke is being traded. Oh, did it get announced? I hope. What's crazy is during high, I listened to these guys too. Man, 5 building IQ. I'm lucky to have found Marantz before any other stock tuber. Thank you, Kingsbury. I appreciate that, man. But I will always more. I have no idea what that means. Into GME and seen on Reddit that these guys were chasing subs, so I stopped watching them. J-Dubs, good job, man. Oh my God, Ape Andy is back. Bro, even the great Bing Bang is more advanced than CSI Connection. Yes. I never got into listening to Marantz until recently. Was a longtime Cosmic listener, but I like Real Talk, not entertaining as much. J-Dubs, anytime, man. And if you don't think I'm entertaining, well, then maybe you haven't stuck around long enough, but I appreciate you. What a good thesis. APGB, it's real, XRP. Go look at it. I did it yesterday. I didn't make it up, but I made the video yesterday. That's what I meant to say. I'm sure they will file in Delaware. Nowhere will they even get a penny. Ken Griffin, just bought 5.5 of Western Alliance Bancorp. Must have bought it after it crashed to $8. Now the damn thing is trading at 35. Yeah, because when you buy it all the way at the bottom and you understand what it is, like if you have the capital to push out, which they do right now, Cosmic is good and likes GameStop, but he's more of a gamer. He still likes way better than any AMC YouTuber. There you guys go. Apollo loves Citadel. CSI on gets his internet from an old AOL CD. Yeah, I told my kids about that yesterday. I told my son about that yesterday. I explained to him the evolution of gaming for me when the computer came out and how it all went down. I told him, AOL with the CDs in the mail, 0.72. Bought in on banks that went down also. There you go. Citadel runs Apollo. He definitely not drinking coffee. CSI just bought a trailer for $7K. You know he didn't buy it with his AMC gains, maybe AMC YouTube money. Jerry Diamond, I don't know. I don't know how much money he makes, and I don't want to get into somebody's wallet. But yeah, I'm sure he did. What's wrong with having a trailer, man? Let him have his life. Bro, I could buy the whole neighborhood. I could buy his whole neighborhood, bro. CSI, you want me to go and your partner with you? Man, shit. I make enough to buy a trailer every 2 weeks. Let's go do it. Ken Griffin Citadel has hired Zachariah Barrett. I don't even know what it is. The former head of corporate credit trading at Apollo Global Management. Oh, there you go, Frank. Now they're connected. There we go. Adam Aaron's still in charge. He's still running Apollo. You know that cigarette he's smoking got dust sprinkled on it. His whole damn house. I wanted to walk over just with a box full of Clorox wipes. Shit. I won't make it past the front door. common AMC shares become AMCQ and goes indefinite closer to zero. New AMC ticker might be traded and don't even own any of it. There you go. Adam Aron is too dumb to run Apollo. He's not dumb, guys. He's not dumb. He's a puppet, sure, but he's not dumb. He just hit a blunt. You know the blunt is full of seeds. I have no idea, guys. I don't do that stuff. Lind is the king? Sure, he is. So Pappy can make a call. Yeah. Get it. Can y'all get off the line? Daddy needs to use the phone. I need to cut the internet. I knew exactly what you meant by that. There you go. Marantz, buy him the trailer. Nah, I try not to. Trailer Park Investor. Yeah, the Trailer Park Boys. They got a whole show. I never even seen it. Not one episode. My dad swears it's a funny show. Trailer Park Boys. Never watched one episode. I don't know. I haven't wasted my life that much. But this guy makes me want to watch this show, man. I want to know what his lifestyle is like. I love that guy. My guy bought the home hood. The home hood. What the hell? He's real. CSI needs to buy the land in the trailer park. Exactly. I'm a sub to his YouTube now. Go for it, guys. That's on you. Another bank is crying for help. Yes, they are. I'm here. I already read all that part. We're good. Yeah, I can't imagine. I'll take one of those some. I don't even know what that means, bro. Is this English right now? Marantz, can you give more if you open up crypto tips? Can you give more? You can give more if you open up crypto tips. I've seen 1K over for a tip. Yeah, I have no idea what you're talking about. And I'm good, man. I don't know how it works other than I know how it works. I'm just telling you. $500 US is the most I've seen. Wants to join GME and Bed Bath & Beyond. Yeah, that's not going to work. GameStop and Bed Bath & Beyond is not going to work. I want no part of Bed Bath & Beyond. I know what it is. And that's how I'm going to keep it. Flavor Flav look normal. Yeah. Efforts to stabilize Credit Suisse. Oh, good job. Good luck. They're going to need it. Look at the nice algo buying channel. Yeah, man, we look great. CSI eating those cinder blocks. Are you talking about on Discord, Ruben? You probably were. Trade Spotting is all in on GameStop. Would you ever collab with him? Never, Mr. Levitz. Never. He knows exactly who I am. He's been in my chat before. And let me tell you about that punk. You think he's all in on GameStop? The first chance he got, he talked shit about Ryan Cohen. The very first chance, and I don't forget that. And I'll never forget that. Nope. Him and his brother. Oh, Ryan Cohen sold his IMX tokens, knowing we were all going to buy in. Blah, blah. Shut the fuck up, punk. Bitch, go paint your nails somewhere else. I have time for him. Atari 2600 when I was 5 years old. There you go. Marantz buys the whole damn trailer park and makes CSI the Mr. Laney named Pump and Dump Park. Yeah, I don't know what the hell that means. Leahy. I don't know who the hell that is. Name it Pump and Dump Park. Yeah, whatever, bro. But I could afford it. No, you're entertaining, dog. I meant I'm not into playing video games. Oh, I got you, J-Dubs. Thank you so much, man. All the instance win. Yeah, who cares? CSI is either chewing rocks or smoking rocks. Either way, he got the rocks in his pockets. Either way, I'm still going to be here now tomorrow. All right, guys, I got to make some videos. I got to do some things. I appreciate everybody, guys. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. I love everybody. I get at you tomorrow. All right, millionaires. Well, maybe later today, whenever you guys, not live streaming, but a lot of videos. I know you guys hang out with me all the time, so I appreciate you, but it is what it is. It's all love. GameStop, can't stop, won't stop, GameStop. I'm going to see you around, millionaires. Peace.
Welcome to Marantz Rantz, no advice on finance. Spin the wheel and take a chance. Get an NFT and a little education. The system got undertow, that knowledge is flotation. You wanna learn? Well, you came to right place. You're pumping AMC, might get slapped in the face. Get your due diligence, know who the villain is. Don't be a sheep when the shepherd's carnivorous. So come learn, laugh, and maybe you win big. And listen up, y'all, the wheel is not rigged. Everybody get a chance in the live chat. Kyoto spin wheel, you win just like that. Retail fight back and this retail winning. Y'all just wait, man, this is just the beginning. All fellow simians, GME group singing the truth. We just chillin', infinity pool swimming. So welcome to Marantz Rantz. A lot of knowledge but no advice on finance. Don't even need pants, you can tune in naked like Henny the Mayo Man. Internet's most hated. Don't wanna lose your money, then it's time for you to listen. If you're ignorant, invest in AMC or Superposition. The stream about ready, they told us to don't dance. I do what I want. Welcome to Marantz Rantz. 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 Welcome to Marantz